It has a large built-in flipper powered by twin pneumatic rams that can lift, and they are victorious! On they go into the next round. Its bite, much worse than its bark from the look of the Van der Graaf balls. The tank's blown! That's the end of damage to the car, worth 30 points as they get ready for some real action. It's tag match, there's no movement. Something's wrong. You don't want to head for drop zone destruction in the Robot Wars TV studio. Keep away from these turnstiles unless you want to be cast straight. And at the end of this Capture the Flag tournament, we have our standard bearer. Out pops the Streamek. Let's hope it works. Or the chainsaw blade missing. This robot certainly keeps our engineers in a job. The cruel jaws slowly but surely cutting into the metal with huge strength. And it's really not good enough, that turning scrap into scraps. No one can catch up here. Seems he's carrying the load, smash and bump. The pincers giving out the punishment as the arena flipper activates. And there can only be one winner, while the rest are relegated to scrap. Its primary weapon is a petrol. It's armed with an electric pickaxe to dish out some... And into the pit go the remain. They've made robot pizza of themselves. Oh, not very clever really, was it? They've got to look out for the blasts of fire from those flame grills. They can do a surprise destruct. You don't want to fall in there. And off to the missile rack. They can really cause the Streamek. Not getting them back over yet. It's like a bouncy castle down there. I don't think anyone will want to get in between these two. A high cuboid chassis type, quite popular, but all the bolts prevent it from falling apart. This is a game for the agile robots. You've really got to get a move on it. This is a robot not to... They can be proud of second place. Maybe they can go one better. Look at the scratches and slices. The chainsaw scarring as it... Tokyo champs! Kings of the flag! And the team tell me this robot's been in heavy training for this Siberian tussle. That's covered in Kevlar and titanium. Oh no! It's up. Meet the wreck. A concoction of spare parts thrown together to create a monster, bringing the drill into attack. The wooden shell easy to burn. No more time, and the judges will need to look at this one. Oh, so near, but still so far. The decision goes again. When you finish turning a robot into scrap metal, get rid of it with a handy waste disposal unit. In comes trying to push it into a sticky situation with the pincers, but it didn't quite. That's the end. We have our winners. The Crusher is not the place you want to explore. 20 points to be gained if you destroy the junk piles. The spiky steel mace is capable of making a serious dent if they can... I think the motor stalled as it was flipped. Oh, what a shame. There is the pit of oblivion. Take care not to get too close, or the Streamek can be used to... No, that's it for this final. No title today as the bomb booms. Hey, it's armed with the rotating lawnmower blades. It's armed with a spiky... The Crusher isn't easy to escape from. They better stay clear of the Crusher. Could leave them feeling... They've driven straight into danger. The differential's broken. They're not going anywhere. The composite armor of this robot, not the... Better luck next time. Second place, a worthy contender, and one to look out for. Oh, bad luck to our runners-up. They're left holding the bomb. And a moderate power source. Electrical drive without power doesn't go anywhere. But this one... Getting closer, but not quite close. Your Robot Wars destruction. You can't... Oh, and another 100 points goes onto the score as the car panel... I saw some sparks. They may have burnt out the motor. They have! And no damage from the crushing arm. How did the... Fatty, one of the largest we've seen on Robot Wars. It's here for you all to see. In fact, looking for something to cut and snip away with those...
Stop cracking.
Thing on deck
Let's
for this
get
match.
cracking.
The gold twisting under those jaws as it... The pile of scrap that used to be the newspaper machine worth 80. The experimental liquid nitrogen gun attached to this robot. One of the most destructive weapons ever seen. If you use... It has a Streamek though. Trying to use... Thudding into contact with a blade and start zooming into the spike, hardly scratching in that poor attempt. Much valuable time being... And pushed onto the hook. They're going to be saying goodbye to this arena as the stat... Who do you think is going to go first? Tell me, because it's not their day today. Needing more speed, more practice. A feather duster too. Is it going to tidy up after itself? The team tell me someone will have to when they're finished. And that's... oh no! That's terrible! They've driven... only the strongest of armour has a chance of holding out against a weapon. Stinging a... Agitator is the name. Off they go! That's what happens when you get too close to the catapult hook. A bit... already, a weak mark showing as the taser does its job. And it lifts! Topples over! And down it goes! Could stay well away from the CPZs unless you want the house robots. They can bask in the glory of this cold, cold night on the North Sea as they carry... It's really not a game that suits all the robots. Hail the new arena champion! And one of the most welded. The pneumatic spike is the primary weapon, and you'll know it can generate a fair amount of force as it rams. The plague is menacing, swift and deadly. Time for a... it misses piles of car parts around this arena. They're easy to topple and can really slow... Over to the Robot Wars TV studio for this mad... Taking third place, no mean feat in the melee contest. One of the most dangerous events for any... Yes! Success! I knew they'd do it! Congratulations on becoming Robot Wars! TTFN! Tap for now! Take it slowly through the mines. There are lots. And the broken blade, no use now. They're gonna... Flying the flag for France. It's a sort of box wedge-shaped robot with all the advantages of a wedge, and getting close to... Only an honourable few make it as far as the Siberian military base. Welcome to the... Not easy to smash through that. Be wary near the skylight, otherwise you might be dropping sumo battles here at the Siberian base. It's got a nasty bite. Try to steer clear, and in it comes to suck away with the engine's defunct. Now they'll have to bow out of the competition. The paintwork blistering under that roof. That's it, game over. The massive flywheel edging close. And the flame jets have set it on fire. Someone get a fire extinguisher. This robot, here it comes again, trying to prepare to be moving in, having the flippers broken. Nothing to... Who wins? The judges look like they have a winner. Oh well, second. They've been bitten by the vampire again. They're not gonna... Charging, caught in the steam jets. And in they go. You can almost see dead metals. Get ready to receive the amazing new World Champion. Shielded with a... Covered in expensive Kevlar and titanium composite material. It's very hard to damage. And it's burning away. I think they've lost power. Just a small feed. They made that look easy. Top draw play by the scoring team. They really are on. The bomb detonates. And this contestant's going... A low-cost robot, this one, showing there's no need to spend a fortune to have a great-looking... Oh, dear! I've got a feeling the scoreline may provide some hints as to which team... Time for some collateral damage. Looks like they're both waiting for someone... Can they shake free of the magnet? It could be crusher time! A well-deserved win there for this tough robot. I'm sure we'll be seeing plenty more classic war stuff. Mayhem! A serious no need for a timetable. The screens will count down the... Crack open the vodka and celebrate! They are the Russian Rampart, flying its colours pretty clearly here. Can they take a time? Cool down, my friend. You're in for a smashing time. Not too easy to punch through. Burn, robot, burn! Not this time! Refbotics off again as the Shremek brings them, and a fine win for this plucky team, scoring enough to see off the opposition in already a puncture mark as the Lance gets stuck in, and two robots live to fight another day. Here it has a giant knife blade attached to its primary weapon. Is a large built-in flipper that can lift over 100 kilos, and also, I'm told, armoured with a layer of titanium, light. I didn't see that coming. The foam gun's a fun touch. Should be... Ouch! That's pushing it so hard that over it goes with a... And the newspaper machine can't take any more. They're going to be a bit sharp. Hang their heads. A massive 200 points for destroying the Watchtower. Tim, the Sao Paulo scrapyard, hosts this destructive wreckers... Surprises in the subway from this robot. And now chance to try to snatch the challenge belt away from the holder. It's a super... 1 miles lying in wait under the surface here. 10 points. It's armed with a pair of menacing pincers. They can get a very firm hold. Let's have a look. Endurance is well named. It can be a real scene of carnage. And get out of this tube station tangle and be rewarded to fight another day down the new...
Just get ready for extra.
A test of will and weight. The pincers grasp it firmly and bang! Smashing them into the new... Not much left of the car panel now. Taking their time. It can only be the New York subway station. Do you want to be successful in this underground? Covered in
Right, okay.
steel
Let's
and
start
very
the
resilient.
streams.
The mayhem is over, and we have a capture the flag winner. I think they want to be a house robot. They sure like being. I don't think they've done enough. That's all the time they have. No, the decision is in, and it goes to drill. Our challenge belt holder's been called out to defend it. Relying on a 12-volt sealed lead acid armoured in Kevlar and titanium.
Yeah,
The
because someone
hammer.
else talking.
Oh dear, that looks terminal. I don't think the drill failing. It's time for the pit. Get that grinding away. The blades taking saws can do a lot of damage.
Birds on there, yeah, it's just hard.
And it comes into course.
I'll bring back
Its
to this.
primary
Put about
weapon
this
is
for the
a set
whole
of small
stream.
electric lifting strikes powered by a lorry windscreen armoured in extremely
They're back.
tough Kevlar and
I'm back.
titanium aluminium alloy
Okay,
composite.
let's hope this works.
This robot will be a...
Hello. Welcome to another week of Bobot Wars. Yeah, there was live music. I'm sorry about that. It's just, I mean, in many ways, it's the Plunderbirds. They did that. Yeah, I hope everyone's ready for some Bobots. Thank you for the sub, Harry. And the message: stop crapping. Let's get cracking. Which I assume you've written in error. Yeah, we good. Josie is ready to bob. You may, Harry. Yes, thank you for yeah. Okay, there's a new featurette now to these streams, which is I've been making these robots, or Bobots, I suppose, which has been so far they've all been me putting my head or face onto an existing Bobot. So now, if people do want to tell me which Bobots they'd like, or indeed, these are Pobots, aren't they? Yeah, Josie is right. Josie is right. Josie is right. They are Pobots. Yeah. If anyone donates or subs, if they want, they can suggest a Pobot. Harry has subbed, so yeah, Harry, if you'd like, you can. Yeah, thanks, Harry. Yeah, well, you don't need to remind me of that in the Discord. I will remember that one. But yeah, just pop it in the donation message. It is a good suggestion, Harry. Yeah, you should be. I will for next stream. I will try and put together Ass Peter. How much is it going on? I'm not gonna put them. I'm gonna let the market decide. I would say bear in mind the amount of effort and stress it will cause me, I think, and factor that into your donation amount. Yeah, 20p would be for quite an easy one, Kate. Yeah, I'm not sure what the minimum you can donate is, and I don't want to encourage people to try and find out. I would say on other things I've said £2, haven't I? So maybe it's that, or 200 bits, or more, whatever. Just thought it was a nice idea. Let's watch some Bobots. Probably going to do the same as last week and the week before. You have made it in time for Bobots. Yeah, We've not yet watched any Bobots other than these ones. These ones rotating below me, but we've decided those are really Pobots. Yeah, Scorpiton is a new addition for this week. Pretty harrowing guy. So yeah, so we'll watch 2 episodes of Robot Wars Extreme and 1 episode of Robot Wars Extreme Warriors, the American, the one that was made for America. And I'll tell you, I haven't watched any of the episode. That would have been a sensible thing to do. But I know what the theme is, and it's wildly inappropriate. Get that? Just awful. Just a terrible idea. A terrible idea from the from whoever the producers of the American Robot Wars series were. It'll be the second episode we watched that. An appalling idea. So we'll be watching that tonight. And we're going to be looking for these things on our bingo card, which I have put in a stupid place tonight. Let's move it over here so it's not over the chat. There is not yet a Bobot RFC fan mat, but as per the new scheme, there could be one. There could be one. If you sub or donate saying you want me to put Paddy McGuinness's head on a robot, I suppose I'll do that. Okay, these are the things we're going to be looking for tonight. Let me know if you see a bad judging decision, some lads, a Brexit bot, something that goes on fire. Oh, a bullshit claim about a robot. Some graphic design being someone's passion, a Bechdel pass, an awful pun. Some over-formal team roles. Oh, Goblin's fizzed up the stream. A robot with a face, an entirely spectacled team. I don't think I need to read this out every day, but I'm going to. A team that cares too much, a pre-prepared bit, a grumpy child, some filler jeopardy, a team with full matching outfit, an active URL, a robot that won't start, something that's amusingly 90s, some sore losers, a child soldier, a fluke win, a speaking woman, or some sexism. Oh, I also forgot to say something racist, and I think that's going to be ticked off. I think that's going to be ticked off in episode 2. So yeah, those are the things we're hoping to see tonight. Right, let's go. What's Goblins in? Goblins saying, please request Pizza is added to the robot. A cross of Pete and Razor, brackets, and possibly a pizza. Yeah, sure. Right, I will work on that for next week. Thank you, Gomelon. Good suggestion. I'm not sure where I'll go on Razor, but we'll see. We'll see. That would be good, Josie. I think that would be fun. Right. Okay. Here we go. Oh. Well, I'm here. Right. Okay. Let's make this big. Okay. So we are on Robot Wars Extreme, episode 5, I think. Or episode 5. Let's get straight into it, shall we? It's not Caribbean week, Jesse, no. I would go as far as to say that might be better. I'd give you a clue that it's something they've done. It's something they did as a special on British Robot Wars, but I would say it doesn't have the same loaded nature in Britain. Actually, it wasn't really something they did on British Robot Wars. It's just bad. You'll see. You'll see soon enough. Okay, right. Let's start the episode. Well, Josie, this as Kate has noticed, this episode is the main event is something called Armed Forces Mayhem. Oh, you're going to want to hear this, aren't you? There we go. Okay, how are the levels? Getting closer. I'm not sure. I guess this is it. Right, okay.
Please welcome the master of mayhem, Craig Charles.
Here's Craig.
You know, someone once said that war is hell. Well, tonight, hell just got worse. We've got destruction.
Oh, no.
We've got violence. We've got carnage and mayhem.
Hell's got worse, everyone.
Because tonight, an historic first on Extreme. As the Army,
HJ,
the Navy,
GW.
and the RAF enter the war zone together.
Oh, Craig, I think Craig is right, actually, that hell would get worse if it was just filled with the armed forces.
Mayhem between our boys and girls from the armed forces. Tonight, will the Army win on all counts? Will the Navy ride the waves of victory, or will the RAF take to the skies of success? And whilst...
Oh, I'd like to know which one's which before we open the bets. But I'll tell you what, I'll set the prediction up. I'll set the prediction up. Megahertz, Rhino and Anvil. And we can work out through the show which one's which.
The teams don their battle dress. Let's take a look at what else is on tonight's show. Can Plunderbird and Bigger Brother trash the tag team terror that is Come and Getterix and Spawn Again? Behemoth takes part in our Annihilator qualifiers, our metal-mashing mayhems, and tonight they face Stinger and Thermidor. We let Diotor settle a score with Firestorm in our vengeance battle, and we'll keep a close eye on King V Powerworks to see if they'll show the newcomer how it's done in our Wild Card Warriors battle. And all that before tonight's main event, featuring robots from the armed forces in one monstrous mash of Metal Madness.
Tonight we have the most fearsome fighting machines, forged from pure steel. And that's just the Roboteers. And if you thought our usual teams are competitive, that is nothing compared to the armed forces. It's big men, big robots, big trouble.
Yes, take cover. Because tonight the armed forces go to war in the mother, father and granddaddy
Yeah,
of all
tonight
battles.
they go to war.
But to get us in the mood, you want a bit of tag team terror?
Okay,
then.
the prediction's
Let
up.
the wars
Megahertz,
begin.
Rhino and Anvil. I don't know which robot is which armed forces, but there's 30 minutes on the prediction, so you can wait and see, I guess. Oh, we're going to see a first sight of the Plunderbirds.
They came third in this against Come and Getterix and Spawn Again.
In the pits, it is tag team terror time again. And Come and Getterix, it's a bit of an invitation, isn't it, that name?
Oh yeah, they've got to come and get it.
They're paired up with Spawn of Scatter.
Oh,
Now, what
it's
brought
lads.
you two teams together? Because it's a new pairing.
Well, basically, we beat them last year, and ever since then, we've been friends.
All right. Quite amicable then. What are you going to do to your opponents then?
Well, I don't know about Big Brother so much,
Yeah,
but I think Thunderbird...
Their logo, their shirt, Spawn as well. This is, yeah, I mean, it's getting crossed off to something there, isn't it?
Something to say too.
It's getting crossed off to something there.
And we'll tell you again.
We've got the slice.
We've got the flip.
And we'll cut them up nice and chuck them in the skip.
We've just loaded Thunderbirds. As we switched it on, the robot's gone into fast forward and completely wrecked our roller shutter doors, if you have a look, which has virtually disabled the stage for the rest of the day.
Breaking news from the
Oh,
pits.
yeah.
We just heard the Plunderbird can't go to fight in the arena. They went in, they damaged the door, and they damaged themselves. So we've had to find a replacement. And Major Tom, it looks like you have been
Oh,
drawn up
no.
to fight with Big Brother. Are you ready? Are you happy? Are you technically prepared for this?
Yeah, we're really looking forward to it. Fantastic.
Well, good luck, team. We need you in the arena as soon as possible. This is an untested tag team. It's never happened before. Good luck.
Well, I'm with the door then.
Well, I told you I wanted to go first, mate.
Yeah, well, perhaps you should have let him open it first, eh?
Yeah, well, I suppose there is that, really.
Well, you know, I mean, it's only common courtesy.
Oh, you're right. It was, but they were a bunch
It
of
did come out
outfits.
of nowhere, though, Gov. I mean,
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
see
right,
it coming.
Jojo. I was going to say that. It started too much. We've already had a pre-prepared bit, but hello,
Isle
Baldy.
of Wight.
Yeah,
Come and get
this
it.
is our second. They did a pre-prepared bit, then they crashed. No, it's not your fault, Baldy. That was the pre-prepared bit. We're only about 2 minutes in.
Has an axe lifter flipper remake which can hoist 200 kilos. Come and get
Also, all three of them were spectacled, but they weren't the whole team, and they're not the team at all.
Hi, we're Team Come and Getterix this year. We were versing Getterix. This is Ian, team captain. I'm Alistair, and this is the sleeping partner, Tom. Amongst our weaponry, we have a lifter, sarcasm written on the front, and an axe, so that people will get the point.
From East
It's that. I mean, it's a bad pun. I think it's a yeah.
Twice a series semi-finalist has
yeah.
a high-powered CO2
Yeah,
flipper at
I
the
think
front
that
and
counts.
spike at the back, and the 12-volt battery can
Yeah, the
generate
glasses
an
tip was
astonishing 25
nice.
miles an hour top speed.
Just thinking that, Baldy.
Yeah, we're Spawn Again team.
Oh, they
As you
haven't
can
all
see,
worn
the Essex
glasses.
Boys have got a new robot this year. We're same power.
Oh,
but a big,
look
bad
at
flipper
this.
year. Anyone who wants to go up against us in the arena better be prepared to go in war.
Yeah, X marks
And
the
our motto
point.
this year is surrender or fry.
From the Isle of Sheppey, Major Tom.
A cross between a 1970s fairground bumper car and a garden water barrel.
Look at its
12-volt
strengths.
electric
Okay, gets
driven
another
motors
cross.
from
It gets
a golf
another
caddy.
cross.
Ground control to Major Tom can stoke up 10 miles an hour.
Gets
top
another
speed.
cross.
Hi, my name's Henry Ryan. This is Joe Brown from
Yeah,
Maidstone, and this is the Mac Ryan.
GFT and the
And
chat.
this is our robot, Major Tom. and we're here to do serious damage to
Oh,
any
those
other
are
robot
matching. Those
that
are
wants to
matching
get in our
outfits,
way.
aren't they?
We're a 1978 Italian Dodgem car, and anyone that wants to get in our way, we're just going to bump, dodge them straight out of the way, crash, they're gone.
Oh yeah, it does have. It absolutely has a face. Absolutely has a face.
Nightmare in Metal is the official description of this 96-kilo machine with its CO2-powered gas ram spike flipper, 0 ground.
Do any of the kids work the weapons on Big Brother? Or the
Hello, my name's Joe.
Hi, Joe.
And this is my sister Ellie. She's the pit crew. And this is my dad Ian, and he's the driver. I'm the captain, and I use the flipper. Watch out, bigger brother's about.
Those are quite full team roles, aren't they?
Spawn again, teams Darren Ball for the Spawn again, and Ian Gear at the control of Common Getrix, and there's Major
Yeah, I guess. What do we think? Are those overly formal team roles, or is that a child doing a little bit?
And dead metal
Well,
with the scorpion
could be
pincers
both.
and the venomous circular saw. Starting Bigger Brother.
I think it's a
and
bullshit
Come and Get
claim that they've got a full pit crew.
with the needle-like axe, not very powerful. Certainly the Bigger Brother here. They've gone off alarming. Venting steam, venting collective spleen. Little Joe is the weapon operator and at the controls, and Come and Get
Oh, they've fucked.
are neither coming nor going at the moment in time. They're very
They're
sluggish, and Bigger Brother
are
is doing all the
sluggish.
attacking. Don't forget, your teammate can only come in if you tag them. Come and Get That's better now. Driving forward up to 15 miles an hour. Out comes Major Tom. Out comes Spawn again. All 4 robots in there at this moment in time.
Oh,
This is not strictly allowed.
yes.
That's Major Tom being flicked up and over. Henry Ryan and little Samantha Ryan in the team. And bang, they go
Right on
over.
his stupid head.
Well, that was a head-on collision, wasn't it, for Major Tom? Came down to earth
Are
with
they
an
trying to flip
almighty
him
bang.
back?
Come and Getrix on one side, doing the attacking. But I think Bigger Brother is
There we
straight
go.
to
Good.
right
good
his teammate
teamwork.
Major Tom. That is good work there by Ian Watts,
Yeah,
the
it did seem to be what
driver,
happened
Bigger
there.
Brother.
For us,
Side
yeah.
by side with Come and Getrix. That's Spawn again
Oh,
coming out
no.
now with a little flick.
It looks like it's got a big flipper
Using
spawn
the
again, but it
lifter,
hasn't
the
flipped anything
CO2
yet.
powered lifter. But for me, Bigger Brother is the most impressive robot in this tag team terror. Spawn again's lifter seems to be stuck in position.
Yeah, that's
Open, there's Kill-A-Lot. Major Tom is about to be counted
Oh,
out by the
dear.
ref bot. They were righted by their teammate Bigger Brother, but they were never quite right, if you get what I mean. And certainly, Come and Getrix is trying to use that little axe to cause more trouble. Well, we know that Major Tom has gone then, leaving Bigger Brothers Ian Watts to fight alone. Dead Metal is trying to polish off the Union Jack.
The only reason they might save it here is they need it to be in future fights in the
And
series.
Spawn Again's weapon has never really been useful in the entire battle. It's the end of Major
Yeah,
Tom.
they've all been a bit shit in this, haven't
You can
they?
hear the siren. That means the Pit of Oblivion is being opened up. Major Tom's on a
Hey.
full flipper. And the Italian Dodgem car failed to dodge just about anything there, really. Bashing on the arena floor. Great creativity has gone into Major Tom. Think of all the work that's gone into that. The painting, the glitter, transforming it from a Dodgem car, all the work. Great. We'll finish you off then in just a trice. That's what Robot Wars is all about. Robot Wars Extreme means extreme punishment for your creativity.
I can only imagine it would be.
Your work, Major Tom
yeah.
team, the Ryans and Joe Brown comes to that sort of an end. If we can get you in the pit, you're a little bit too big actually.
Too
Lose some
wide
weight,
for the
son.
bit.
Major Tom counted out.
So who won?
Control to Major Tom. Your circuits are dead. There's something wrong. The
That's
winners,
good.
Come and Get
That's good.
and Spawn again. Got you guys.
Yeah, after this fight, really, yeah.
Well, Big Brother. Joe, what happened there, mate?
We had an interference where Daddy thinks the antenna is broken.
Little kids, lovely little kids.
All fair's in love and more.
All is fair in love and war. I'm sure. I mean, they were almost in tears.
Yeah, but we couldn't see that.
Proud of yourself.
We couldn't see that in there.
Well, and come and get Ricks. No respect for the Union flag there. You're just bashing it.
They are lads, aren't they? Yeah.
I can see it. I can see a grudge match coming on. I can see a grudge match coming on.
Only when their robots are working properly.
Ladies and gentlemen. Oh!
Bottling out.
Hey, we'll get you in the pits and we'll see if we can sort of grudge match out between you two because he's angry now. And when little Joe's angry, he's mean. Yeah. When he's angry, he's mean. Look, he's
they're lads.
He's up for it. Yeah, he's up for it. He's up for a grudge match, all right? So
yeah, no problem.
We'll see if we can make that happen then, all right, guys? Until then, though, please let it all hang out for Spawn again and come and get your X. Well done, lads.
Well done.
Controversy after that fight. I'm a little bit confused. Let's go over to our main man, Joe.
Oh, good.
To tell us what happened. Joe, you're not happy, are you? They were a bit rude to you in that arena, and they were mean to you when they were talking to Craig, weren't they? What are you going to do to them?
Oh, thank you. Let's go over for the right.
You two, what are you going to do to them? Are you going to mash them? Yeah. Are you going to trash them? Yeah.
Now, these children are ironically grumpy. Does that count?
Take on these mighty youngsters.
Come and get it if you think you're hard enough.
Now that is a rematch brewing if ever I saw it.
One fight down. And that was just the start of the build-up to tonight's big battle.
Give you a
the
shout,
armed
mate.
forces face off.
Hope you had a good stream, SK. We're just watching
Navy
Robot Wars.
got
Robot Wars Extreme now.
We are Team Megahertz. My name is Dave Robson.
Unfortunately, there is an armed forces fight. Okay, Megahertz are the Navy.
And we have operator maintainer Goose. We are the Team Megahertz.
Oh, well, they've got overly formal team
We're up
roles.
against the Army, the RAF. No competition. We're gonna hurt.
They've got over
There's no
formal team
way that
roles.
this one's going to be anything less than
Oh,
awesome.
excellent, SK.
Our armed forces
Congratulations on the new computer.
A classic in the making. But now,
I mean, a child soldier,
a more
though, didn't we?
terrifying trio than our panel of judges. Yes, we're going mayhem
Just need one
mental.
cable. Perfect. If any of the raiders do want to bet some channel points on the main event, we do have a prediction open.
Will it be Bearmoth or Stinger or Thermidor?
Okay, what's
well,
this?
The crowd are going to love this. It's time for another mayhem, and we've got three ferocious-looking robots, starting with the Stinger team. Veterans of the wars, you looking forward to this?
We're really looking forward to this fight. We've added some spikes on for this one, especially to get holes in that Behemoth. And as
You have to go with no problem, Kate. Thanks for dropping in.
You haven't faced them before, though, have you?
None of them. It's going to be a really good fight.
Behemoth is indeed here,
It's
yeah.
going to be evil.
Good. That's what we like to hear.
It's going to
Are
be
you scared,
evil?
Thermidor?
We're not scared at all. Their weapons are rubbish. Ours is the only good weapon.
Okay. Not so sure about that.
What's this matter?
Behemoth, you're a pretty feisty robot when you want to be, aren't you? You looking forward to this?
We are looking forward to this. We fancy a bit of boiled lobster. We're going to take the sting out and tap their tail.
Lovely. One of them will win, and they will go through to the Annihilator later in the series.
From Hemel Hempstead in Hertfordshire, Behemoth.
Yeah, I think you might be right, Mark. Yeah.
15 kilos heavier than in the last wars, more weight behind the scoop, the shell's titanium, the motor
Do we
power
think
24 volts.
something so far must have counted as a team caring too much?
From Branston, Stinger.
A mad maniacal masher with the spinning chrome dome wheels containing the electrics. Suspect rubber tyres, though. Get too close to the bludgeon spikes, you'll be stung.
From Costasy.
We haven't seen that yet.
The lobster with the claws and the very strong pneumatic CO2 flipper, 15-mile-an-hour top speeds, 95 kilos. Only Pussycat could stop this in the fourth series of wars, and that in the semi-finals.
Okay, here we are. Will this one be a good fight?
And our house robots in the arena this time. Sergeant Bash, light it up.
You're back now.
He'll
Thank
torch
you,
anything.
Hondo. Thanks for
And
letting me know.
shut, bull-nosed,
I hope your gig went well
lion-hearted,
yesterday.
tigerish, dogged, an animal of a robot.
Okay.
Three terrific
I'm a big
robots
fan of
here.
Thermidor.
Only one survives and goes through to our Annihilator. Three of the very best, though.
Just because of his little
Stinger, I love
face.
it. Just slams that great mace down, and Behemoth is turned over by Thermidor. One of the most improved robots we've seen around, Thermidor. Behemoth and
Yeah,
Stinger
Thermidor
smashing
2
into
from
one another,
Thermidor
but this
1
is
was
the
a big
moment
upgrade,
Thermidor
right?
flipped Behemoth up and over. Only 1.5 centimetres of ground clearance, but they found that gap, Thermidor.
That's right.
Stinger spins. Thermidor
Oh!
again, Behemoth, they're out
Oh,
of
they're
the
at the...
arena, they've gone.
Yes!
Look at that, 95 kilos simply dumped out of the arena. Bang! They're almost unbeatable, Behemoth. Until this moment. Great power.
Boom.
From Thermidor, there goes the siren, which means
Lobster
the
power
pit is
indeed
being
for
lowered.
Idris.
And one of these will go
That was
into
a good
it.
flip.
I bet even George Francis of the
You're
Chaos team
outside, and that
is
is...
taking
Yeah, it would
note
have been
of
cold.
Thermidor this time around. Stinger's mace.
Oh!
Thermidor's lifter. Who's going to win this one? Stinger in on the side wall of the arena, tries to hop away from Thermidor, maybe just stay out of trouble.
Oh, he's in the fire.
Thermidor needs to dodge the flames, can get through to the electronic controls. 4 12-volt batteries on Stinger. Thermidor with 24 volts in there as well. There's the pit waiting. It's gone all a little bit quiet now. Thermidor may well think.
It's a
David
Thermidor.
Harding and Ian Harvey is driving. They've done
Oh,
that.
they're out as well.
Even more. Stinger's gone. They've
That's
got
impressive,
both of
isn't
them
it?
out. Thermidor, last man standing, the only one in. There went Stinger.
Boom.
Out of the arena. That was mightily impressive by the Lobster.
There was some lobster power.
Amazing battle.
What an amazing battle, yeah.
Robots out of the arena. Thermidor goes through to the Annihilator.
Well done, Thermidor. Crush Station would be a very good name for it.
I did not give you a chance in with Behemoth and Stinger. I just
No, I would have
thought
given them a
you
chance.
can
We knew all along we'd be okay.
Did you really?
No.
It's been doing well on this series for each of us, yeah.
Flip it, because I don't remember it being that powerful.
They got
We've
the,
got more
whatever
gas
the
on it this
title
year,
belt's
so
called.
we can go a lot longer.
I tell you what, you got rid of them two with ease.
Yeah, we did.
Once you got rid of Behemoth, you were playing it quite tactically then, weren't you?
We didn't really know what to do with Stinger. They were a good robot, a bit tricky.
You threw to the Annihilator?
Yeah.
What are you going to do then?
We're going to win, definitely.
Hey, this is what I like to hear. Fight and talk on Robot Wars. Let's hear it for Thermidor.
There are some angles on his face.
Hot stuff, the Lobster. Thermidor through to our Annihilator later on in the series with our previous Mayhem winners, Pussycat, Hypnodisc,
Oh, okay, I didn't.
and Splinter.
I hadn't really logged that matters.
Tonight in the war zone.
that
It's like
meant
everyone knows it's a big night.
they go
for
through to another
badness.
thing.
And it is. We're building up to our armed forces face-off. Now, we've heard from the Navy, but are the RAF ready to counter-attack?
Okay, let's find out.
Who's going to hammer the army?
Okay, there we go.
and
So,
Navy. We're
so
going to retain
Anvil is the Air
superiority
Force
over
robot.
Wars. Royal Air Force. We're going to beat the rest.
Well, we've got a real no-mercy final on the cards. Who's going to do it, guys?
We don't care. No, there was a guy there.
We're going to have to wait and see.
There was a guy there that had a What's Up t-shirt. And if that's not amusingly 90s, I'm not sure what is.
Well, Craig, I've known about this for some time, but let's ask the Firestorm team themselves. Now, you've got a pretty good reason to fight, have you noticed?
Yes, Julia, we want vengeance.
Tell us why. It all goes back to something published in the Robot Wars magazine, doesn't it?
Oh.
That's right. Someone wrote in asking if all the Roboteers had a fight, then who would win?
Okay, it all makes sense because it was Dr. Zulu's column that they wrote to, wasn't it? And this was his response, I quote, "I've already witnessed a big fight in the pit area. George from Chaos 2 packs a mean sucker punch. But the Firestorm boys missed it because they were doing their hair." You're not happy with that, are you? So what do you want?
We want vengeance. And when we win, we want their written apology published in the magazine.
Dr. Zulu.
Yes.
What's this about the
Really
Firestorm
bad
boys
bit.
doing their hair?
Lads.
Big gang of girly boys, that's all they are.
So you're looking forward to getting into that arena with them, are you?
I think that's sexist, unfortunately.
Like that, you know? I mean, it's not going to be a pretty sight.
Now, if you lose,
I think
do you
they are
promise
nice
to publish
boys,
an apology?
but he said a bad thing
Do you
there.
promise to publish an apology in the Robot Wars magazine?
No.
Don't panic, Firestorm. I'll make him publish it. Get to that arena.
No way.
Well, you know what this means. So what are we waiting for?
Yeah, it's a good point for Angelus, yeah.
Let me just tell you, the Detour team have won the Best Sports Awards 3 times on Robot Wars.
Oh,
this is Dr. Zulu, caught on our CCTV camera in the pits, and this is Firestorm. He's about to wreck. He doesn't know. We're filming him.
Oh, no.
Dr. Zulu, good sport.
Team. Bad news, you have been caught on the surveillance camera sabotaging Firestorm's robots. So we never knew. Yes, she's been actually on the camera. We've actually been watching. The War Council have now told me to give you an official warning.
This is because we're the best team here.
It's absolute rubbish. We've actually got video doing it.
You want to see it?
The War Council have now instructed me to tell you that if there's any more of this, you will lose your sportsmanship award.
We're the nicest
This is your
team you have here.
final warning.
Yeah, they absolutely are, Jesse, yeah.
Island Detour.
I think the War Council is an over-formal team role as well.
Not fast, 6 miles an hour, not potent at lifting arm, not secure fur line, not sane. The whole of the team.
But good chance of getting goes on fire
I'm
here.
the armour, this is Pete Redmond, he's the captain, and Joe Gavin, the electrician. This is the Robot Detour 2. We're here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and we're all out of gum.
From Durham, Firestorm 3.
The heavier machine here by 7 kilos, quicker by
It is
far,
in-
wedge
it
shape
is
with a
the
flipping
classic
arm and a
goes on
fiery
fire
temper, and they
but-
beat Detour in Series 3 of Robot Wars.
Hello, my name is Graham Bone. This is Alex Mordew, and the newest member of the team, Hazel Heslop. This is our robot Firestorm. We're back for another Wars, revamped.
Will
ready to go
Hazel
again,
ever get
ready to do what we can, ready to win.
Roboteers, stand by.
It is great for Angelus. I'm a huge fan.
Graham Bone and Alex Mordew are not happy. And Detour, Zulu, I've taken my
I'm
peanuts
going
of
to
you
give
off my
Sexism
wardrobe.
another tip.
And now it's Robots, the busy bruiser and arena cruiser shunt, and with him Sergeant Bash with the lick of flame.
In this episode, yeah, they are now the Wolf from I suppose the Plunderbirds are the Wolf from Gladiators, aren't they?
Firestorm with the wedge.
Oh, hang on. No.
The bulldozer at the front of Detour. And that cruel banner needs to be ripped away by Firestorm. Backing on to Detour. Lost against them in round 3 of the heat in Series 3.
Can it self-right? No. Its eyes come off. Can it self-right? No.
Is it all over there and then? Firestorm with the flipper of right in Detour.
You really can't see where it's going now, can it?
Detour, well, blinded of course by the flames.
Yeah.
And it's all
Oh, it's on fire.
Detour on fire again.
It's on fire.
Well, where there is smoke, there must be fire, and there must be Detour. Every time they come back to Robot Wars,
Oh, they're really on fire.
they catch fire. They are great fun, and it was all fun in the pits earlier. I can tell you, I'm sure it was. But Detour,
It wasn't fun. They sabotaged their
they
robots.
taunted Firestorm, and Firestorm have come back to them and met fire with fire. And Detour counted out just before the last fur is flamed. Aye. What's going on there?
It is indeed a firestorm.
Detour, a charcoal mess. A nude Detour, nuded of fur, and Firestorm of well and truly. Rubbed them in it. Splendid stuff by Graham and Alex and Hazel. They loved it.
Well, very Joseph. There's been a lot of controversy going on. It looks like Detour got what they deserve. The winner's a Firestorm. Come on, guys.
Come on, they deserve. No.
Well, look. We've caught you on hidden cameras, taken the wires out of Firestorm's robot.
No. We're always getting blamed on everything that happens.
It's probably because they've got it
our
all,
fault
man.
your mothers wanted daughters.
Hey, we'll leave it there.
The shops still haven't restocked.
Shares in this material must have gone through the roof. Do you feel vindicated at all?
Oh, completely. I mean, they've just got beaten by some girly boys.
That's right, they did, didn't they? And they had a go at you in the Robot Wars magazine, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was terrible. I mean, they were saying that we have our hair done, like, before we come on this programme. Just specially.
Well, look, we've stripped them of a sportsmanship award. They've won several, but we've stripped you of one. You deserve it. You got what you deserve. And look, up in flames, and nice people. Got a nice robot, a better robot than yours, very competitive. Let's just leave it there, shall we? You should be ashamed of yourself.
If we had a tampered with their robot, we would have won. There's the proof.
Ladies and gentlemen, this one's going to run and run. Please, let's hear it for Firestorm!
I think they're sore losers. They're sore losers. Oh yeah, it was big sexism. Okay, there's been a few crosses.
Did pay off after all. It was a hair-raising experience for Detour, wasn't it?
Oh no, Jonathan. Okay. Yeah, it absolutely was sexism.
The loser. And talking of old rivalries, we've got a tank load in our armed forces face off. We've seen the Navy and the RAF. So now, send in the army!
Send in the army.
We're the army entry, and today we're going to rise above the RAF. We're going to sink the Navy.
It's a
because
little
the
tank.
army, we're the best.
They're the best.
Guys, but the entire British Army is counting on you.
Okay, you can still get predictions in.
But right now, I've heard there's a new boy in the
Of course, it was clearly explained.
Why? Julia, extreme's no place for beginners, is it?
They said they get their hair done.
No, Craig, on Extreme, all newcomers have to earn the right to fight. And that means going up against one of the veterans from the wars. Before we meet the newcomers, let's meet the guys that are going to put them to the test. It's King B. Hello, team.
Maybe
Now,
Frigilus,
this
yeah.
is going to be an interesting fight for you, isn't it?
Absolutely. Well,
Tell me history.
Well, they are an unknown quantity, but I have been following them, and I've been talking to Martin, who's the team captain, and I've always laughed at these robots, saying, "Oh, it's so complicated. You're taking 2 years to get that going. You'll never get that going. It's going to just fall over as soon as you go out there." And he has got it going, and now he's fighting. And it actually looks quite nasty. It's a little bit of a worry, really, because we're just the sort of robot he'd like to take on, a nice, slow, flat one, and get his jaw around and crush it up.
Okay. Good luck. This looks absolutely beautiful. Are you proud of yourself?
Oh.
Thank you very much. Yes, we are after 2 years. It's been a lot of hard work. It's a damn complicated machine.
People are talking about this jaw in the pits.
Yep.
What's so special about it?
We're the only hydraulic robot that has 2 actions. We've got 2 rams in there. We've got the hydraulic crusher, which has got 4 tons behind it, and we can also lift, we think, about 200 kilos in there.
Now, how's it going to feel?
Do we think they can
your
crush
mates
4 tons and
We'll get
lift
stuck on this
200
robot.
kilos?
We'll do him later. So,
Okay, well, I have to say, it looks really fantastic. This could be the first wildcard robot to beat one of the veterans. Who knows?
From Havant in Hampshire, King B's Powerworks.
Oh, it's King B. I remember them.
A 36-volt DC motor can drive 16 miles
King
an hour
B
out of the King. Lovely
Powerworks.
tender, no chance with the rear saw and the lifting spike, which
King
will make sure it's
B
heartbroken hotel for
Powerworks.
Draven.
From Cranbrook in Kent, Draven.
So they think they can topple the King with the 4-ton hydraulic jaw and the raisable arm. 2 1200-watt engines, heavier and slower here, though.
Roboteers, stand by.
It's Reboot
And our
Wars.
house robots
I
kill a
remember
lot with the
Reboot.
deadly lance and crushing claw. And the irresistible force of Shunt.
Will they do? Will this be any good? I think is really the
Got to stay
question.
clear of that Draven beak. They turn, they face up. Draven comes
Oh,
in to try and crush down on King B Powerworks.
I like the way it looks like it's just chasing after it with an open mouth.
Team, the King B team away. They've got that saw you can
I think that
see
counts
on
as
the
a face as well.
in lurid yellow, but I don't think
It's not really
working.
moving, is it?
Crow-like beak of Draven. Shines, gleams. Can it penetrate and crush in this wild card warrior battle? Taking on King Bee Powerworks side by side. No real damage caused or sustained. And I'll tell you, Draven had a chance there to close the beak on King Bee and they failed to do so. Should it go to the judges, they would have taken notice of that. Did I see the little circular saw spin? No, I don't think I did. My eyes deceived me. They're trying to get more.
Yeah, exactly. It's bullshit claim. The claim was that it would be good. Oh, it does go up and down. Okay, I see what they mean.
Did something come off there and crumple back down onto the top of King Bee? They're going to try and move it onto the pit release button. There's the siren. There it blinks. Down goes the pit. And I think Draven is going to be pushed inexorably towards.
Oh, that's good driving, to be fair. It's good driving.
Is about to end, and once again, it's the more experienced robot King Bee Powerworks that wins it.
Yeah, just stick some wheels on, give us some pokey bits.
What do you think of that then?
Well, yeah.
Not a bad start. Yeah.
Not a bad start.
It was the first fight.
Not a bad start.
It didn't catch fire.
It didn't catch fire.
It's done that before. So yeah.
We nearly got hold of him. We nearly had another start.
He was pushing the switch the wrong way.
Do you think they've done enough to consider themselves part of the Robot Wars clan?
No.
You're driving that thing well, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm getting a bit better.
Is that because it looks a bit like tornadoes? It's easy to manoeuvre. We've got a lot of razor copies.
You got something to fight over?
I've got something.
Come on in.
Come and have a go if you think you're hard enough. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it. King Bee 3! OK, chaps, at ease. Stand by your beds. Stand by your beds. It's our armed forces face-off.
I'll allow
It should be one
this.
military mother of a battle. The
That's
question
noted.
is,
Gomalon's
can you
message
handle it?
was planned, was flagged there for having racist language in.
It's time for a roll call.
Okay, this is the big fight that we've been building up to tonight, the Armed Forces Face-Off. I am really excited about this, and I'm on parade with our teams, the Army.
Can I count the armies?
RAF,
something racist?
and the Navy. Now, are you guys as excited about this as I am?
Certainly are. Certainly are.
Is it the first time you fought with this
Oh, so
robot?
these are
It
some
is
matching
the first time the army
outfits.
fought with
Yeah,
anyone.
exactly, Josie.
Okay.
Some awful matching outfits.
It is very vicious. Yeah.
Slow but hard.
Anyone
They don't seem to be.
particular
They
that
only
you're
seem to
having
be
a go
just
at
some
first?
heads.
No one in a tie, no.
No one?
No.
It's
In a
just
tie?
3 heads.
No one in a
You
tie.
can't fight in a tie.
So who would be wearing a tie then? The RAF?
Royal Air Force, yeah, we're going to show the Army how it's done in a tie.
Is the
They
rivalry
have put a lot of
between
time
you
into
three
this silly
really
game.
quite
I
real?
mean, I think they all care too much, right?
We are
Considering
looking to put them out of the
they
arena.
all put ties on.
Okay.
They're going to leave in a bin bag.
Let's see it.
These are the
I'm
worst
actually probably more
possible
scared than any of these
matching
teams. Hello.
Hello.
So who are you going to be having a go at first then?
First player.
Rough,
Any particular
yeah.
reason?
It's the others, isn't it? Especially that one on the end.
If you lose, how humiliating will it be?
Excuse me, we don't lose. We're Team Megahertz, and we're going to hurt. We don't lose. Stand by, Army. Stand by, RAF.
Yeah,
we're coming to hurt.
They care too much.
I can't wait.
The cabin boy is good, yeah.
Well, they're all big blokes, so I'll be supporting everybody. But Jonathan, you're a safe distance away, mate. Who are you behind?
Well, my old dad was in the RAF.
Oh, shot!
so
Jonathan
I'm gonna
shot
have
from
to stick with
below.
Anvil's weaponry. The Navy and Megahertz, I think, will spin their way into Davy Jones' locker. And as for the Army with Rhino, too sluggish. But it's the Armed Forces, fearsome fighting.
This is a lot,
Ferocious.
Jonathan. Yeah.
This one's going to go all the way.
Jonathan
and
Burridge
then
on
some.
camera.
So
Yeah,
first
looming
up,
Jonathan.
fighting for the RAF. Let's hear it.
I should remember
It's
this episode if I do want an image of Jonathan looming over me. Okay, we're gonna.
This robot pushed a 15-stone
Just gonna
man
give
standing
Brexit
on
bot
top of an
another
anvil,
cross.
hence the name. It has an enhanced drivetrain, is shock resistant, and the ramming spikes will spark like an anvil.
And it's the pride of the Navy, or at least they hope. Let's hear it for Megahertz!
What did they say, Governor? I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy crossing off Brexit bar again.
A flat wedge with a self-righting mechanism, 3 steel static spikes.
This is the only episode possible, I think, where Major Tom could appear, and it isn't the most Brexit robot.
And last onto the battlefield, and representing the army, we
It
hope
could
you'll
push
pack
a
it for the
15-stone man
It's
onto an
Rhino.
anvil. Yeah, right. Alright, let's get it crossed off.
This is based on a bomb disposal robot used by the Ministry of Defence. It's slow, but deliberate, and will attempt to shovel the others over.
Roboteers, stand by.
Last time we've had the armed forces on the show,
Okay.
Army and RAF and Royal Navy.
Where have people got their
The
points?
house robots, shunt with the pushing power, and the diamond-edged axe.
Looks like people are backing
metal
more.
with the
What's
claws
points
for
on Rhino?
pincers. Scorpion venom.
What? I don't know, Ross. Yeah, just onto an anvil.
And so they break and manoeuvre
Okay.
around the
It's
arena
gone, it's
floor,
gone straight to the
and
pit
immediately
button.
Rhino has released the pit button.
Oh, dead
Metal's
metal's
right
stuck on the
edge there.
cliff. The
The
pit, edge of
army
the pit.
tank across the arena floor, only up to 4 miles an hour. Very deliberate, as we were saying. That's Anvil,
Oh,
RAF Kinloss with its low profile. Inverted can run either
It is
way.
very low, isn't it, Anvil?
And it's a war game with a difference here. There goes the tank.
Oh, just over the top.
Just about over everything there. So much the bigger looking machine, isn't it, Ryan? 95 kilos, but Anvil actually is the heavier in there. There's dead metal coming down on Mega Hurt. The
It's
Royal
funny
Navy
that
machine.
they were so bullish, the Navy, whereas that one does look complete shit.
Banged and bashed by the house robots for getting away. Anvil, the shape of a stealth bomber. Very flat and
The
low.
shape of
There
a
you
stealth
can see
bomber?
The 3 spikes, the static spikes, and the Rhino machine pushing Anvil
Oh.
and Megahertz on there to the angle grinder on the side of the arena wall. So it is brute power at the moment from the Army foot sloggers against the Navy boys and the flyers. Anvil there, and the
Oh, the tracks
shredders come off there,
sort
you
of
can
covered
see.
off.
It's come away.
Oh, but it's alright because the tracks are mainly decorative. That's lucky, isn't it?
Can they run on those 2
Yeah.
wheels now? I think they can.
Yeah, they can. The tracks don't really do anything.
Anvil very, very low. Only 14 centimetres off the arena floor. Rhino failing to track properly. In trouble, that's for sure. Oh, look at Megahertz.
Oh, Megahertz, you idiot.
The Royal Navy boys. Well, do boats go in reverse? I don't think they do. That's probably why they weren't used to it.
Do boats go in reverse? Hey.
Army 1, Navy 0. They've been sunk. They are in Davy Jones' locker. And the Army boys will be in the trench as well.
Oh.
Dang, here they go. Anvil with a push. Here comes dead metal. Anvil of course.
Everyone loses. Great. The perfect result. Everyone's lost.
All of our armed forces robots have ended up in the pits. We're going to have to go to the judges. They've been looking at style, control, damage, and aggression. While they're making their minds up, let's review the highlights.
We're going to need a field marshal or 2 to work this one out. So, Rhino on
That was sort
top,
of a good
quite
bit.
literally. Megahertz taking damage from dead metal.
Yeah, it was a great face
Then
from left
off came
judge.
the tank tread. In went Megahertz.
Well, they've not
got
won,
their
have
out
they?
of it. But what happened here at the end? Both of them went in together.
And they've gone for the RAF and Anvil.
Oh!
Well, guys,
Anvil wins.
if I was going to go on style, I would have definitely just gone for you, you know, because at least your robot looked like it came from the army, didn't it?
Yes, and it walks all over them, doesn't it?
I tell you why, it's a fantastic robot. I love the way it just drove over the top of them all.
Absolutely, yeah.
But like the tracks, man, the tracks.
Well, yeah, if we had the weight for it, we would have protected the tracks, but we're right up against the 100-kilogram weight limit, so we couldn't protect them.
How come the robot's so heavy? Because it's not that big.
It's originally a bomb disposal robot, and it's
Quite
got a very
big.
thick steel chassis.
Wow. It's a bomb disposal robot.
Yeah, designed to be blown up.
And it was, unfortunately, by the RAF.
Absolutely. Really good. Really well done.
Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, that was immense.
Are they big Robot Wars fans in the army then, or what?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, bigger than you think.
So when you get back, you're going to get loads of stick off your mates for losing to the RAF, aren't you?
At least we didn't lose to the Navy, though.
Yeah,
Thank God
say
for
that,
that.
the
Ladies and
Navy.
gentlemen, let's hear it for Rhino! Yeah, tell me about the Zanio robot, because it looks like it's got nothing to do with the RAF. I mean,
It just evolved from what we had available in the workshop.
Yeah.
The steel shape came out the way it did. Many midnight hours burnt, and that's the way it turns out at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Many midnight hours. How many hours did it take to build? How many months? How many years?
18 months all in, really.
18 months. There's a lot of technical pods in the RAF, aren't there? I mean, so I can imagine, do you have a lot of help building this, or was it just you three?
Well, it's us three, and we've got a technical expert, Corporal Tim.
Woodburn, who unfortunately can't make it. He's on a course at the moment, but his Robot won. He did all the electrics. Well done, Tim.
All right, well done, Corporal
Tim.
Woodburn, was it?
Yeah.
Well done, Corporal Woodburn, and well done to Anvil! Of all of our armed forces, one must reign supreme, and we found out that it's the RAF on Robot Wars Extreme. Bye-bye. Well done, guys.
Yeah, he's a pretty tall guy, isn't he, Words? Yeah. Ooh, that was good, to be fair. Good lobster work. This went on fire, that's good. What do you mean, Gobble? Craig? Yeah.
Next time on Robot Wars Extreme, the big showmen, Sir Cromalot and
Oh.
Thunderbird, are in the building together.
Big fight. Right, I'm not sure they're fighting each other. Oh, yeah, but remember this, guys. It's dangerous. It's dangerous to build a robot. It's dangerous to build a robot. Just don't do it with that great care. Well, that was good. Let's have a look at how did the card end up? Yeah, we were a bad judging decision away from a line there. Oh, we just needed some racism. We just needed some racism for the diagonal. Oh yeah, good point. Good point. Yeah, we did. You're absolutely right, Josie. Yeah, we did see in the crowd there was a "Was Up" shirt, and that if that's not amusing in '90s, then nothing is. Yeah, I'll be honest, Goblin, I'm surprised. There we go. Not bad. Not a bad opener. Right, let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back, and we're heading over to we're heading over to America. The greatest cultural embodiment of 1999, better than The Matrix, is What's Up. I think so, yeah. Right, okay. I've made a new BRB screen. Let's go to that now. Right, I'll be back in a minute. And then we're heading over to America. Oh yeah, we've got some of this stuff.
This is Shunt. It has a prototype cold fusion engine that's powerful enough to drag a loaded vehicle from a standing position to 6 miles an hour. It wields a diamond edge axe, delivering a blow of 500 kilograms per square centimetre. Shredding away at it, the blades are unstoppable as they rip. Oh no, the silo and the platform just crumbles away. The washing machine taking a 25-point battering rack. Come on, shove that robot off. It's shaped like a kind of the jaw snip. And that looks bad. Oh dear. What are the Perspex armour? Let you see inside. Let's hope it holds. Waiting for an opportunity to get to the morgue. It has a heavy-duty torch cutter designed to blast molten metal and gas. And its armour is of the Perspex variety. I think this could well be one catapult steaming into action as the unwary robot gets too close to that hook. Bye-bye, you're out. Its primary weapon is a lifting arm powered by a large-bore pneumatic ram. Lighter than most, it can still lift up more like a spear than anything else. This low triangle body shape might cause a few problems. Are they going for the depth charges? Always a risk. That crane arm sure has a magnet. The anti-gravity switch is an interesting feature. If you want to try fight it, has a large built-in flipper powered by twin pneumatic rams that can lift, and they are victorious! On they go into the next round. Its bite, much worse than its bark from the look of the Van de Graaff balls. The tank's blown! That's the end of damage to the car, worth 30 points as they get ready for some real action. It's tag match. There's no movement. Something's wrong. You don't want to head for drop zone destruction in the Robot Wars TV studio. Keep away from these turnstiles unless you want to be cast straight. And at the end of this Capture the Flag tournament, we have our standard bearer. Out pops the Streamek. Let's hope it works. Or the chainsaw blade missing. This robot certainly keeps our engineers in a job. The cruel jaws slowly but surely cutting into the metal with huge strength. And it's really not good enough, that turning scrap into scraps. No one can catch up here. Seems he's carrying the load. Slash and bump. The pincers giving out the punishment as the arena flipper activates! And there can only be one winner, while the rest are relegated to scrap. Its primary weapon is a petrol. It's armed with an electric pickaxe to dish out some... And into the pit! They've made robot pizza of themselves. Oh, not very clever really, was it? They've got to look out for the blasts of fire from those flame grills. They can do a surprise destruction. You don't want to fall in there. And off to the missile rack. They can really cause the Streamek, not getting them back over yet. It's like a bouncy castle down there. I don't think anyone will want to get in between these two. A high cuboid chassis type, quite popular. And all the bolts prevent it from falling apart. This is a game for the agile robots. You've really got to get a move on it. This is a robot not to... They can be proud of second place. Maybe they can go one better. Look at the scratches and slices. The chainsaw scarring as it... Tokyo champs! Kings of the flag! And on. The team told me this robot's been in heavy training for this Siberian tussle. That's covered in Kevlar and titanium. Oh no! It's up. Meet the wreck. A concoction of spare parts thrown together to create a monster, bringing the drill into attack. The wooden shell easy to burn. No more time, and the judges will need to look at this one.
Sorry,
so near, but still
just
so
resetting the bingo
far.
cards.
The decision goes again. When you finish turning a robot into scrap metal, get rid of it with a handy waste disposal unit. In comes trying to push it into a sticky situation with the pincers, but it didn't. That's the end. We have our winners. The Crusher is not the place you want to explore. 20 points to be gained if you destroy the junk piles. The spiky steel mace is capable of making a serious dent if they can think the motor stalled as it was split. There is the pit of oblivion. Take care not to get too close, or the Streamek can be used to... That's it for this final. No title today, as the bomb booms. It's armed with a rotating lawnmower.
Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Right, we're back. Hello, everyone. We've got a fresh bingo card. We're heading over to America. Hello, Andy. Good to see you. Hello, Summer. Yeah, so a lot of them are quite thrown together, Andy, yeah. But not this one. It's time to go to America. It's time to go to America. And I wonder what wildly inappropriate concept they've come up with over there. Let's find out. Oh, you're going to want audio. You're going to want audio. There we go. Oh, I might just turn this up a bit. We can come here. We can.
Ladies and gentlemen,
how are the levels?
please
Is that all right?
Mick Foley.
It's Mick.
Tonight,
It's stars and stripes versus stars and bars. Will the South rise again, or will the North quash the insurrection once and for all? 8 robots, 4 Yankees, and 4 rebels are lined up, ready to pound out a history rewrite by whipping some metal ass. And I can promise you one thing, my friends. This war is anything but civil. Let's join Rebecca in the pits.
That's right. That's right. It's an American Civil War episode. 4 robots from the north, 4 robots from the south, I think. I don't actually know the format. Yes, that is it, Andy, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we can instantly, right, we can instantly cross off Brexit.
Down here behind enemy lines, and as our teams are getting tooled up, let me tell you something, they need optimum ground support.
I don't know Goblin. I don't know who anyone is yet.
Victors celebrate and the losers lick their wounds. Back up to you, Nick.
So our battle lines are drawn, but we've got something else for each side to think about. Because tonight, our house robots have decided to take sides. Anytime one of our battling bots strays into their zones or find themselves immobilized, here's what they'll have to contend with.
All right, Mick, here's the house robots. And a sturdy 250 pounds dead metal's got a 3,000
That's right, Fridges. Mick Foley presents this series of Robot Wars, yeah.
Really quick around the arena.
Made for America.
Fly, robots usually die. Sean, in at 220 pounds, has a deadly diamond edge axe with a force of over half a ton per square inch. A brawny bulldozer who's never caught napping. Matilda with an interchangeable flywheel turning at over 3,000 RPM, and hydraulic tusk is definitely the matriarch of mayhem. At 250 pounds, Sergeant Bash, the sergeant carries an awesome flamethrower and a devastating set of pincers. You wouldn't want to get this guy hot under the collar. And last but not least, Sir Killalot, the scariest robot on
I'm not
Earth.
sure. I don't know if the house robots have taken a side. I'm not sure.
This is how the war is going to go. We start with 4 battles, then a semi, then the final, and then it's Gettysburg, Vicksburg, and Bull Run, or Manassas, depending on whether you're from the north or south, all roll into one barroom brawl. The South is out for revenge. Are they whistling Dixie? If they are to emerge victorious, they're going to have to destroy. They're going to have to exterminate. They're going to have to blitz their way through one of the most extreme forms of combat ever witnessed. Whew. You reckon they can do it? Then let's get this civil robot war going.
Well, Mick's putting some effort in this week. I like that.
All right, Mick, here's how our 4 eliminator battles line up.
Okay, here's our guys. Here's our guys. Let's get a prediction going. Oh, we should pay out the last prediction as well, shouldn't I? Mick's going for it, yeah. $6 million mouse is very good. Unfortunately, though, Josie, they are representing the South. Okay. Oh, who won? Anvil won, right? Oh, someone's won some points here. Someone's won some points on Anvil. Congratulations to Anvil's backer, whoever that might have been. I can't actually see, but congratulations. Congratulations. Oh, it was Kate. Well done, Kate. Okay, who's going to win here? Who's going to win? So I think this is basically just an elimination tournament, I think. Okay, so the first 4 robots, these are the Union robots. Spike Falcon, Tiger Cat, Sobek. I guess we're going to get to see some of these. Okay, and then representing the Confederates, Bot's Ugly, the $6 million mouse, they do, don't they? Yeah. Oh, we've seen Manta. Manta was in Extreme, wasn't it? Wasn't Manta in one of those international? But or maybe it was on another episode of this. The Revolutionist. Okay, I'm gonna put this in. Okay, let's get this going. Let's get this. Oh, okay, let's get this going. I'll give it 10 minutes, but you know, try and get them in. Okay, and hopefully we get to see some of the robots. Tiger Cat is a bad name. Okay, let's go.
First up, we got Spike and Bot Ugly down in the pits with Rebecca.
Okay, here's Spike and Bot Ugly.
All right, to our left we have the blue Yankee team, Spike.
This is Team Spike, and Spike is ready to take this spike right here. And he's going to take that spike and he's going to drive it through the southern bot, the ugly bot. Take it over the line.
Yeehaw! Let's go to the Confederates to the right. Over here. How are you guys doing?
Good, good. We are Bot Ugly, and we have come. We're not afraid of that porcupine-looking thing. We're going to crush them down with their sharp spikes into nothing. We're going to have little nubs left.
Gonna have little nubs left.
From Germantown, Ohio, Spike.
All right, first up for the northern side, Spike at 211 pounds. It's got 2 electric motors, a pneumatic axe. It's really quick, but if you flip that sucker, he ain't going nowhere.
Flip that sucker, he ain't going nowhere.
Rolling, and this is our Buckeye Bots team. I'm Jim, Jimmy, and Jesse. We're here with Spike.
It's Jim, Jimmy, and Jesse.
From Tyler, Texas, Bot Ugly.
And first up with a rebel yell, Bot Ugly at 220 pounds.
Oh, a
with
real
wheelchair motor
scrutulous.
and pincer jaws. It can go either way, but this thing's not very protected.
Arguably, just the concept itself would be enough to tip it off. Oh, has this got a face?
We're Team Bothead, and this is our robot, Bot Ugly. And we're going to teach
That's a
these
face,
guys,
right?
Don't mess with Texas.
Oh yeah, Hondo. It's almost exactly the same, right? Same graphics. It's filmed in the same studio.
There's Bot Ugly from Tyler, Texas.
That's a face, yeah.
Jim Moulton, David Simmons, and Christy Simmons in the box. And from Ohio, that's Spike, with Jim Rowland, Jimmy, and Jesse up in the box. And the house box for the first round will be the pushing power of Shunt, with the mother of destruction, Matilda.
I'd imagine so frugulous. Yeah, I can't imagine they've shipped in a whole group of American 11-year-olds, but maybe.
They would have been a lot better off if they fought the Civil War this way with robots.
I mean, that probably is true, right?
Immediately gets the axe stuck right into the
Oh dear.
floor. And look at those crushers coming in on Bot Ugly. They might make
Yeah, they all
Spike
fly over
ugly
to the
as
UK,
well.
yeah.
But I don't look like they got a whole lot of power there. Spike just kind of looking on in disbelief. He's not moving at all with that thing stuck. Refbot goes in there to separate him. And Spike is trying to get out of the clutches of Bot Ugly, but he's in the wrong place now.
Oh dear.
He's back into the corner patrol zone, and Shunt is going to have a
Also, so far I'd say I really enjoy these episodes, but the robots are almost universally really bad.
And now it looks like Spike has turned it around, and he's got out of the clutches of Bot Ugly, but oh no, Spike into Matilda.
Oh,
He knows that was
no.
a wrong move. Let's look at that again. Look at Matilda's flywheel go straight into Bot Ugly. Something flew off there. I hope it wasn't important for Bot Ugly.
No,
'cause
it
they
wasn't
might need it for the
important.
rest of the round. Look at that spike going to Bot Ugly now. That hammer, they better get out of that corner patrol zone because Shunt is going to do some damage, and damage he does. Look at that with that axe. Right
Shunt's
into the side of
stuck in
Spike.
it.
Spike is stuck into Bot Ugly. They better
Yeah.
get out of that corner. That's all I know. And look at that Shunt right down into Spike's tire.
Indeed.
Deflated him, demoralized
He
him, and
bladed
look
him.
what's going on. The crowd knows it. Everybody else
Maybe
knows
frugulous. Yeah, I can't really see what it's made of. Yeah, it doesn't look metal, does it?
coming out, which means the motors could be burnt, which could be all over. Refbot's having a closer look just to make sure it's not over yet. There's Matilda and Spike pushing and helping the old Bot Ugly into the hole. And into the hole he goes, and the crowd loves it.
Team Bothead.
Spike having its
I
way
should
with
say
Bot Ugly.
Team Bothead.
Let's take a look at the team of Spike. I've got to admit, for a while there, it looked like the General
won
Lee's
then?
army was going to have its way, but the Army of the Potomac just came fighting back, firing back. What you did to Bot Ugly made Sherman's march to the sea look like a walk
Some
in the park.
Botheads
I
won't
wanted
do
to
anything.
beat him back to Texas and send him to the South.
Let's hear it for Spike.
first eliminator
Right,
battle.
Bud
Bud
is
Ugly
gone.
gets the ugly stick. Spike goes through. Next up, Falcon and the $6 million mouse.
The North draws first blood, but who will have the last laugh? There's going to be bodies strewn across the battlefield when 2 more bots square off. I look forward to it. You should too. Only on Robot Wars Extreme Warriors.
I thought Mick's really turned it up this episode.
Robot Wars' very own Civil War.
It's killing body Sunday, yeah.
And now the South is going to be fired up to get even. It's about pride, it's about honor, but mostly it's about kicking the enemy's tin can butt straight into the scrap heap of history. Forget the musket, toss out the fife and drum. Today it's a buzzsaw, flamethrower, and razor claws that will tear you to shreds. Let's see who's up next.
Hey, Mick, you better clear that throat next time. Next up, we've got Falcon and the
Falcon, the
$6
$6
million
mouse.
down in the pits with beautiful.
Just know that Mick doesn't do second takes as well.
Left are the Yankee soaring high Falcons.
Yep, we're from the North and we're the Falcons, and we already know how the Civil War turned out. What we're going to do is open this can of whip-ass on our mouse over there and have them for breakfast.
Watch out. And to our right, we have our Confederates, the $6 million mice.
Whip
I've
ass,
always
yeah.
heard that Falcons feed on mice, but tonight we're eating falcon pie.
Falcons normally feed on mice, but tonight
Minnesota.
we're eating falcon pie.
Here we are for eliminator number 2. Falcon out of Faribault, Minnesota. It's got that mean lift and
Perfect,
spike
Jason.
and interchangeable weapons, but it's a bit slow.
Yeah, Mick really is on something, yeah.
From Linwood, North Carolina, the $6 million mouse.
And for the comedy entrant of this round, the $6 million mouse
Oh.
out of Linwood, North Carolina, 220 pounds. It's got a lawnmower blade on it. It doesn't look too fierce. We'll see.
Roboteers, stand by.
There's Falcon
There's
for the
Falcon.
North. And the Birds of Prey boys, Dave Temple, Rand Willick, and Mark Willick. There's the $6 million mouse for the South.
Looks good.
With Chris Hanold, Greg Hanold, and Pops, Richard Hanold.
Yeah, that's right on there, yeah.
And the House Bots.
Well, only according to
Again,
this
Sean
idiot,
has
Josie.
beastie pushing power. And alongside him will be Matilda. We'll see if she can keep her temper in check this time.
Was that sexist?
2, 1, activate.
And there they go. Mouse off to a roaring start with that spinning blade. Oh, trying to get a little bit of damage on Falcon. Falcon's got the lifting arm up. The Falcon boys are looking intent on destruction. $6 million mouse with that spinning blade seems to be getting
The blade looks good until it actually hits something, then it just stops.
Falcon's just got the arm lifted up, but he's not really doing anything with it. I wonder if it's stuck or something. Well, there's a bit of a deadlock there. They're all in a headlock.
Oh.
Mouse backs the Falcon up over the flames. The crowd saw some of that. Saw a little potential for some disaster.
Uh-oh.
Mouse up on the side. Falcon's getting right underneath the $6 million mouse. Falcon is trying to do its dirty work right now, saying to the mouse, "You got a real pretty mouse." Look at that. Perfect wedge design there, just lifting the mouse up into the stratosphere. And Refbot comes in to break it up a little bit.
Sharp
Mouse
sausages.
goes away to see another
Well,
day.
it spins, doesn't it? And then it just stops when it hits something.
And it's getting chased
Oh.
and hot pursuit by the $6
Oh.
million mouse.
Oh.
But
Oh.
it's the pit. The crowd is yelling pit.
Yeah, I think it is the weight of the blade that's the problem. But also, it doesn't look very sharp, you're right.
Hasn't been any use to him all the way through this round. The $6 million
No, the arm has been... I mean, again, as so often in these episodes, neither of them are very good, are they?
corner patrol zone, shot down with the axe, dangerously close to the pit.
Oh.
Shunt trying to pick Falcon up on the side, but Falcon gets away. Great tactics by the mouse to back Falcon right into that corner patrol zone and into the capable hands of Shunt. As the clock ticks down,
It's clock ticks down. I think the Mags might have this, right?
Probably be up to the judges. No clear winner.
And I think the episodes are fun to watch, but the robots
All
themselves
right,
suck.
thank you. North versus South all over again. And there was no clear-cut winner.
that's
so
true,
what we're going
Andy,
to do
yeah.
is we're going to leave the decision in the hands of the judges. And while the judges decide, we're going to take a look at some more devastating robotic action.
And there's our illustrious panel of judges. On the left, we've got Martin Smith. He's a lecturer in cybernetics and electronic engineering. In the middle, we've got Professor Noel Sharkey from Stanford and Yale. He's a computer science whiz. And Matt Irvin, a motion picture special effects designer. The judges will use 4 different criteria to make their decisions. They'll be basing everything on style, control, damage, and aggression. It was a pretty close one all the way through this battle, but I think my money's going to go on the mouse. Let's see what the judges think.
By the slimmest of margins,
Apparently, I guess works. I guess works for Yale.
Gentlemen, that was one of the
Oh, hang on,
gutsiest
I wasn't paying attention. I talked over the
It was
result.
kind of like you guys were outgunned.
Oh, the mouse one.
Charge, showing a lot of guts, pride, intestinal fortitude. You managed to overcome.
Well, my son here's the main man, and he is the brains of the outfit. He is the greatest.
Is that indeed true? Are you the greatest?
Of course, of course.
Well, you weren't looking too great when that mouse's blade stopped rotating. It looked to me like you were going to take the fall, almost like Lee did at Antietam. How do you feel about that?
We were just playing possum. We weren't worried about it too much.
Let's hear it for the $6 million mouse.
Well, I take it all back. I said they were the comedy entrant, but they're the ones left laughing.
He's taking it all back.
$6 million mouse goes through. Next up, Tiger Cat and Manta.
Another bot through to the semifinals of our Civil War Carnage Spectacular here on Robot Wars Extreme Warriors. And
Held a computer science teacher versus Yale. There you go.
North versus South. History's never been this brutal.
History's never been this brutal.
Welcome back to Robot Wars Extreme Warriors. We're rewriting history on the fly right here in this very arena. The fighters of the future are avenging the battles of the past as 4 bots from the north and 4 from the south are scrapping, slugging, and struggling for survival. Now let's meet 2 more robots who are ready
They
to go.
would, Jesse, yeah, they wouldn't know what was going on. But that mouse just came rolling out. At Gettysburg or
There it
whatever.
is so far. Union 1, Confederates 1. Let's see whether Tiger Cat or Manta
Okay,
can tip the
Tiger Cat
scale.
versus Manta. Will either of these be notched? Yeah, we saw this guy before. We saw this guy before.
Manta in at 185 pounds has got a spinning steel blade. It's really quick and powerful.
And this one
but
was
if he
fast, right? I
wins,
think this
he's
one's all right.
history.
I'm Jeff Sesnick.
I'm Billy. Chris.
This is Team Manta. This is our robot Manta. We're from Virginia, and we're here to kick some ass.
Manta's coming your way.
From Shirley, New York, Tiger Cat.
Them's fighting words from the Manta boys.
Somebody's
And we're gonna
allowed.
face Tiger Cat at 220 pounds. 2 electric motors, a pneumatic axe. It's quick, it's powerful.
I think that's why he's
flammable.
ending.
Dave and Dave from New York, United States.
Got a face, though.
And we're here to introduce Tiger Cat, the robot that is going to take over the world and all the house robots with our axe. We want the
Gonna
world
take
to know.
over the world.
Are you scared yet?
Are you scared yet? Another lad. That's been a lot of lads.
Stand by.
There's Tiger Cat for the North with Dave and David Sandell.
Manta's sort of got a face as well. Good episode with the
Jeff
face.
Chesnick, Billy
Yeah,
Bowden,
actually,
Chris
that's a
Tice.
bullshit claim, right? This robot's not going to take over the world.
Tonight, Sergeant
Yeah,
Nash will be
absolutely,
representing the
absolutely.
Housebots. Alongside his bulldozing
You think it did
bruising
take over the
buddy,
world for a little bit?
Sean.
Okay, if that Andy, if that turns out to be true, I'll cross. We'll take that off the board.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
And they're off as Refbot gets out of the way.
Yeah,
Tiger
Mike
Cat
bullshit
goes
claim.
steaming in there, but Manta goes right underneath.
Has Tiger Cat got fur or is it painted
Shreds
on?
a bit of skin off there. Oh, Tiger Cat's falling apart here. This isn't going to look too good. Oh, it's a breakaway
His face
robot.
has
Let's
come
look
off.
at that again. He tore the face right off the tiger. Well, the tiger's faceless now, and I don't know now. It's getting worse.
Oh, and it's on fire.
It
Perfect.
flames now. It's a flaming faceless tiger. Manta, what
It's a flaming
cool
faceless
customer with a little
tiger.
wheel on the front seems to have done most of the damage. Well, the tiger's just kind of running around
American
looking like,
tits are indeed,
please
yeah.
end this for me. Oh, now the
That's the dream match, isn't
well,
it?
a little too late there as Shunt comes in with an axe.
That's
of
the
his
dream
own.
match. We need this guy against Dietor. Although, unfortunately, there's not a lot of this guy left, is there?
Looking mighty crispy by now as Refbot puts out the flames. Tiger Cat started out looking really beautiful and just fell apart from the beginning. Just decimated.
It's a lot of fire, isn't it?
Down, the 10 count goes as Sergeant Bash and Shunt move in for the kill. As if that thing wasn't dead already. Oh, Tiger Cat.
Oh, good, the flipper will put it
The
out.
audience knows it's time for a little kitty air time. Ah! And he gets some air. Tiger Cat up on
He's
its
got some air.
side, up on its back. Manta having a couple more digs, but it's all over for these guys. Look at that. Well, he looked solid enough, but boy, he just went to pieces.
Did it look solid enough?
Well,
Its face came straight off. What did that say?
The pit it is. Those guys are history.
Yeah, so that robot, remember, is going to take over the world.
The Tiger Cat went down in a blaze, but unfortunately for them, it was not a blaze of glory. It was a blaze of humiliation and crushing defeat.
What does the shirt say on the back?
It is. Those guys
Yeah, I'm just checking, Josie. It does seem to say the wife, doesn't it? This does seem to say the wife.
And they seem a little bit happy to be out of there as well.
The Tiger Cat went down in a blaze, but unfortunately for them, it was not a blaze of glory. It was a blaze of
I'm not sure they've said anything. They're not going to get an interview.
Clear-cut winners representing the Confederates.
I will count that as sexism, though. I'm sure that's meant with sexist intent. Oh, that's a terrible cross.
May I say, with the fire and the agony and the screaming, it looked to me like the Battle of the Wilderness all over again. How do you feel about that?
It was more like a barbecue.
Great. We loved it. May I say that you, my friend, look like a young Stonewall Jackson. Did you feel that way, standing up to the power of the Yankees who had crushed you 150 years ago?
Felt great.
Let's give it up for Manta.
I'm going to say him being a young Stonewall Jackson may also be a bullshit
There
claim.
it is. The Flaming Tiger Cat is history. Manta through next
Hey,
up.
Tiger
Sobek
Cat's
and the
gone.
Revolutionist with Rebecca down to the pitch.
Let's meet the troops. To our left, we have Team Sobek.
Yep, we plan on doing a lot of damage to these guys.
Gonna be a
Well,
tough
these are
game.
matching outfits, aren't they? Even if nothing else has
First
been.
time, we hope to do
I haven't
it
really
again.
been looking.
Alrighty, good luck to you. And to our right over here, we have our Confederates.
Hey, how you doing?
You look like you should be singing Yankee Doodle Dandy, though.
Well, we're taking over the U.S. again. It's a whole new revolution.
Okay, so tell me about the revolution.
Well, the revolution plans to shred those nice, tasty rubber tires.
Oh no.
From Massachusetts, Sobek.
Here's how it looks for the final round. For the North, Sobek,
Inchball, indeed.
216
This guy's still on Battlebots. Does he still wear that hat, Andy?
And on their team is Glenn Sears and
I think they're I think they're the Confederates going on.
Beach, Florida. The
Oh
Revolutionist.
no, they're these guys.
For the North, the Revolutionist at 207
Hard
pounds.
to approach. They just mean the team, don't they?
Impossible to grab a hold of. These guys are going to try to spin to win. And the Yankee Doodle Dandy boys himself, Brian Nave and Michael Nave. And the housebots in this round will be Sergeant Bash alongside the ever-present
That is a relief,
Shunt.
Andy.
Three, two, one.
Oh, it's quite quick. Oh, something's come right. Is that a wheel?
Front sacrificial tire. That thing flies off. I don't think it was doing any good on that robot, but I don't think it was doing any good for their wind tunnel test either.
Oh, it's just they just have a wheel on the front for no reason.
Wheel right off of that thing.
It's essentially the same robot.
Sobek
Interesting.
in retreat mode. The Revolutionist going back to have a good run at it. Sobek with the jaws wide open. Can they get inside the Revolutionist, though? It doesn't look like
Can they get inside it?
Those jaws aren't going to do any good. That Revolutionist is going too fast for Sobek to do any damage whatsoever. But now the Revolutionist
now it
has
stopped.
which is definitely going to give Sobek a chance to get in there with those jaws. The jaws don't seem to be opening, and Sobek is not taking advantage of that moment. That would have been the big moment because the Revolutionist ceases to be a revolver.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not rolling much. It's rolling forward. but the spin mode seems to be disabled.
Spin mode's been disabled.
The Revolutionist gets out of the way as Sergeant Bash comes from nowhere. What's he doing there? Sobek was nowhere near a corner patrol zone, so I bet your ref bot's gonna have something to say, and he does. He gets Sergeant Bash out of there. Sobek, with that four-wheel drive system's got its sidebars up now, like it's some kind of menacing factor. I don't think it's going to be doing much for the Revolutionist, though. The Revolutionist seems to be rolling around, but definitely... Oh!
What's Bash got against this guy?
Zone again. I don't know what he's up to. He's been nowhere near a corner zone, Sobek. And Sergeant Bash has just been going in there.
Oh, he's got a yellow card.
From Refbot for insubordination. As the clock ticks down, this one's going to go to the judges.
That wasn't very good, was it? Obviously, we're going to go to a judge's decision. That is, if the judges were able to stay awake during that bout, because they've got a very important decision to make.
That's great from Meg.
We're going to look at some highlights, if indeed there were any. Let's take a look.
That wasn't very good, was it?
Okay, maybe there wasn't the most action in the world, but Sobek looked like he was trying really hard. The Revolutionists had a great design there, pretty much impenetrable.
Did they?
And
It just...
Sergeant Bash gave him probably more assistance than he needed.
Nick absolutely buried it.
All right, they're telling us we have a result. It was close, but the winner, representing the North, the team of Sobek. Come on out here, Sobek. I'm going to tell you, it kind of reminded me of the siege at Petersburg, because, let's face it, nothing really happened out there. Was that your game plan, to try to lull them into a sense of false security?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, exactly, Andy. That must have been...
main thing, and then I was just trying to push
I guess Bash came in because they were just not. They were just stood still.
Right off the bat, but once it was nullified, it basically looked like a big birthday cake out there. Let's hear it for the team of Sobek.
Well, Sobek slide through by the skin of their robot, which evens it up to 2 apiece.
Regional pride is on the line. Who's talking smack and who's about to get smacked? In the semifinals, right after this. It's the South taking on the North tonight in our robot rematch of the Civil War. And so far, it's been anything but civil. For the Roboteers, it's about nothing less than patriotism. If you're a Roboteer from the South right now, the last thing you want is to get your ass kicked in front of the whole world by some damn Yankee. Like me, Long Island, New York. Yeah, we've got 4 bots left, and they're all out for death. Will the stars and bars fly over the arena, or will Old Glory reign supreme? Let's crank up the volume one more notch. I'm gonna get a throat lozenge. Can you deal with that?
Yeah, I think Nick's having a good episode.
Sobek versus the $6 million mouse. But first up, Spike and Manta in the pits with Rebecca.
Team
Nick
Spike,
doesn't
your
do
weapons
Deborah's
out.
despair.
What's your strategy against Team Manta? They're pretty tough.
Yeah, they're tough, but the spikes on the front and the spikes on the back are ready to drive him back to the north.
I know, but he kind of looks like an armadillo. I hope they don't want armadillo pie. They like that down south.
Yeah, well, Spike doesn't like water either, so he's going to take it out on Mantis.
All right, good luck, Yankee boy. All right, let's march over to our Confederate troops over
That
here.
was
for
quite a grumpy
semifinals of
child.
Civil War, Team Manta. What is your strategy against the low Spike?
It's like, who's the chewing gum girl from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? And also, is...
We don't know what the hell that thing is, but Mana is going to make some parts.
All right, good luck, Yankee boy.
Okay, can we get a check on
Troops over here
this
for
URL,
semifinals of the
please?
Civil War, Team Manta. What is your strategy against the low Spike?
Well, we don't know what we're going to do yet, but we have a spike.
Cessnick.com. And also, is snatching the microphone like this sexist?
With the spike.
We don't know what the hell that thing is, but Mana is going to make some parts.
He cares too much. That guy cares too much.
Stand by.
Manta looked impressive before. There's the driver, Jeff Sesnick, with Billy Bowden and Chris Tyson. And Spike with Jim Rod
okay.
and daughter Jessie.
I think that probably doesn't count then. It's probably not active.
House robots. We've got Dead Metal alongside his big industrial strength buddy, Sir Kill-A-Lot. Boy, I'm glad I'm not in the arena tonight.
I guess it could be the same company. It's just changed name.
2, 1. Activate.
Spike off to a rolling start. Manta
Okay,
lining
Spike
up that
against
mean
Manta.
Wheel, trying to get any kind of damage into the side of Spike. Spike doing a little spin around, gets
No, I think Manta actually looks alright, doesn't it?
try to run away and get another run at it. I don't know what Spike's doing over there by the flames, but another head-on collision
Another head-on
by
collision.
the Manta, who's just taken fearless runs right into the side and front of Spike. Spike spinning around, trying to get out of the way.
It's not looking good for the North, is it?
Too fast, too powerful. That wheel doesn't seem to be penetrating Spike, but it certainly is pushing him back. The audience is going nuts on this one. Manta going back to take another run at Spike. Spike backs out of harm's way. But Manta, boom, steams in there again.
Boom.
Spike definitely would have lost some mobility here, which means if he's done for 10 seconds, the house bots could come and have their way. Spike's got enough to back around and get a little front action, but Manta's right behind him, trying to push him into the trigger. I think it could be in the bag here for Manta, because
it could be in the bag for Manta.
doesn't seem to be moving at all, and the house bots know it. They can smell hydraulic fluid. Look at the crushing power of Sir Kill-A-Lot, just dragging Spike's lifeless carcass up into the air. The audience is begging for some pit action. Sir Kill-A-Lot spinning around. Let's go with a fearsome throw. Spike is just mashed and mangled, sitting at the edge of the pit, and Manta gets the honors.
There we go. Manta gets the honors. Gonna be a grumpy child now.
Our first finalist in Robot Wars Extreme Warriors Civil War. Ladies and gentlemen, no doubt about that one. A clear-cut, and may I say, a clear-cut victory by Team Manta. Let's speak to the gentleman right now. May I say, I refer to you as being like a young, vicious Stonewall Jackson, but you, my friend, are like a young Robert E. Lee, because beneath that veneer, there is a person deep down inside there who likes the guts, who likes the confrontation, who likes the violence. Tell me about that side of yourself.
Yeah, well, Spike didn't put up much of a fight, but he's in the pit and we're happy.
Congratulations, and let's give it up for Team Manta.
Let's give it up for Team Manta.
Here's how it looks after the first semi. Spike gets skewered. Manta goes through. Next up, Sobek and the $6 million mouse.
Oh yeah, there was a grumpy child.
First finalist. They're going to be celebrating down south. 2 robots remain, but there's only one spot in the finals. Who will win our robot civil war? We're about to find out right here, right after this.
Okay, who's going to go in the final?
Even while wearing a hot
It's
woolen
not, is it,
uniform
Frigulus?
in
No.
the oppressive July heat of the Gettysburg battlefields, Robert E. Lee wasn't sweating as much as I am right now. We started tonight with 8 bots, 4 Confederates, 4 Unionists. They've clashed, they've battled, they've fought to the finish. Civil War, hell, it's been World War III. It's been the most brutal, merciless contest we've ever seen. They've been fighting for pride, and now we have our first finalist, who will face off across the Mason-Dixon line. Let's find out.
Well, we got 1 finalist through and 2 left to choose from, with Rebecca down with the Mouse Boys in the pits.
Time with the Mouse Boys.
What's your strategy against Sobek?
We're going to go out hard and fast, give him a little loving with the blade here.
Did you fix up the blade there?
Yeah, it's fixed. We had a big crack in there. We welded it up. It's nice and strong now. We're going to rip them in half.
Yeah, the mouse
Second
shirts are.
semi-final of the Civil War. We have our team Sobek here. Yankee boys, tell me about your weapon against $6 million mouse.
We have a nice little gripper jaw that we hope to
So
be able
many
to grab
silent
onto and do a
women.
little bit of damage with it.
All right, Aaron and Karen, what do you guys think? Think you can
Oh,
handle it?
oh.
One thing we want everyone to remember.
Now that was a speak.
Roboteers,
I don't.
stand by.
I don't know if it was a Bechdel
With
pass.
team members Glenn Sears, Karen
Okay, you have
Greimer,
graphic
and
design
Aaron
as well because they
Turcotte.
do have good shirts.
And the $6 million mouse with Chris Hanold, Greg Hanold, and Richard Hanold. And And returning for the second semifinal to keep them straight, the gruesome twosome of Dead Metal and Sir Kill-A-Lot.
It was very fast and she wasn't really given the microphone.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Okay,
There's the
here
green
we
light
go.
from Refbot, which means it's time for some metal machine. The $6 million mouse goes in there to try to mow some lawn on Sobek.
Just try and mow some lawn on
Just
Sobek.
clenched tight. They better get him open if they want to do any damage in this round. The $6 million mouse looking like it should get airborne with that rotor blade. Maybe he'd be better off mowing lawns because he's not doing too much damage on Sobek. Sobek and the mouse just seem to keep missing each other, but wait a minute, whose wheel was that?
Is that one on the front that just falls off?
But,
oh, something's come
knocks
off.
the self-righting bar off of Sobek.
Oh no, the self-righting bar has
Could be
come
a little
off.
bit of disaster for the Sobek boys if they get flipped upside down. Fortunately, the mouse isn't designed for any serious flipping, but that rotor blade's doing
It's a
enough
good thing it's not
damage
designed
as
for any
it
serious
is.
flipping.
The $6 million mouse winding up for the return again. Sobek trying to get into the back of the mouse, and the mouse coming back after Sobek. Well, they both look like they're tired and beat down to the grisound. $6 million mouse going back. Seems as if he's gonna take
Is the
another
phrase
charge.
"beat down to the grisounds" amusingly 90s? Wheel's just fallen off.
Sobek's four-wheel drive system's quickly reduced to a three-wheel
I don't really know, Andy.
all right for him. He may still have
Does it go up and down to self-right them? I don't know. Yeah, it's a good point, Roz. I've no idea. I've no idea what the bar does.
Dead Metal. What's he doing there? He's definitely not immobilized, Sobek, so there's no reason. And
His wheels
Refbot's
come
giving him
off.
a warning. Refbot saying, "Hey, get back into your
Oh yeah,
corner,
maybe
you
it. Oh, I don't actually. I don't know. I don't know what it
call him a
does.
freak, but at least not to his face. Anyway, but Refbot's a braver bot than me. And all the Sobek team can
Oh,
do
no,
is
it's-
watch
this
as
is-
Refbot counts down the standing 10 count. Hanging next to the barbecue pit is Sobek, looking dull and listless. Not
And the
a
flames.
living, moving part within that robot as Dead Metal comes in with the grinding wheel, cutting through their wheel like butter.
Yeah, this guy's an idiot. Roz.
Sobek's just got nothing left.
He's no Jonathan, is he?
Kill-A-Lot has him with the pincers.
And think how low a bar that is to be below.
Give me some pit, baby. Kill-A-Lot doing a little do-si-do, a little spinning front wheelie off of Kill-A-Lot as it's just firmly got Sobek in its clinches. Bringing him over
Just-
to the pit. Sobek is so long. And see ya.
Sobek is so long.
So it's come down to this. In the finals of the first ever Robot Wars Extreme Warriors Civil War Championship, we've got two
Yeah, the grinding
Southern
wheel team.
teams. Manta will be taking on
Oh,
the winner
dear.
of our last semifinal match, the team of the $1 Million Mouse. Come on out, gentlemen. I got to tell you, from the Southern point of view, the war was often known as the War of Northern Aggression, but today it was all Southern aggression everywhere. Tell me a little bit about that.
We did it. We had to do it. We did it. We whooped their butts.
They whipped their butts. Can you add anything to that?
No, I think that says it all. They did real well. They were real strong, but we just took them.
It's an all-Southern final. Who will come out ahead?
I guess it's going to be brother against brother, but we're going to do our best to take them out.
Brother
It's your
against
nice
brother,
mates.
brother. Oh, brother.
Well, it has to win. It hasn't won yet, has it? It has to win the final.
Well, with a total surprise, it's an all-Confederate final to decide who's going to be General Robot Elite.
Right, so this format
The South
hasn't worked out
vanquished
at all,
Sherman's
has it?
Ghost, evening their record against the Feds at 1 win apiece. But the action's not stopping here. Who is the ultimate soldier? Stay tuned and find out.
Right, yeah, right. The Civil War is 1-1. Oh, what did he say, JC? I wasn't. Oh, Robot Ely. Yeah, all right.
Robots, and it's
Yeah,
been
Robot
brutal,
Ely.
merciless and cold. And now that's exactly what 6
I'm surprised
robots
it's taken
are.
that long.
Their history the northern robots, the southern robots.
I suppose it's awful because Robert Lee is a bad guy.
On our Civil War mayhem extravaganza. And now we have just 2 survivors remaining, both from the South. It's the kings of the Confederates waiting to go head to head, waiting to battle for death, destruction, annihilation, or glory. Are you ready for this? And let's start whistling Dixie and let the battle commence.
Yeah.
Well, here it is, the final, the $6 million mouse against Manta.
Who's it going to be? We have a $6 million mouse over here. What's it going to be against Manta over here? Are you going to be man or mouse?
We're definitely a few men here. We're going to go in and do our best. They're a really tough opponent. We've seen them in
They
action.
definitely are a few men
We're not
there.
scared. We're just going to go in and have some fun.
Whack those whiskers around.
That's right.
All right,
Maybe cause
let's.
some sparks.
Okay, Team Manta with your deep sea equipment here. Yeah. You ready to take on these little old mice?
Yeah. May the best man win.
That's it?
That's pretty much it.
That's pretty civil.
That's pretty civil. Yeah, we're civil. Yeah, we're both from the South.
All right, gentlemen, maybe you should shake then if you're so civil before going to combat.
Yeah, it's a very good point, Hyundai. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't bode well for them in the fight, does it? They've got no.
Cutting power of the $6 million mouse.
They just don't.
With Chris Hanold,
They
Greg
just
Hanold, and
don't
Richard
believe
Hanold,
in their gimmick.
and Manta with Jeff Sesnick, Billy Bowden, and Chris Tyson. And just to remind him who's going to be the boss, Sir Kill-A-Lot is going to be one of the house bots alongside his buddy, the Searing Bladed
Buddy.
Dead Metal.
Yeah, the 2 buddies.
3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Activate.
And they're off. Manta and the mouse
Oh,
go head
look,
up.
something's just come off the mouse.
The mouse loses his little nose.
He's lost his little nose, and he's been flipped somehow.
It's Monterey jacked up cheese in that mouse trap. Let's look at that reach.
Yeah, I would have.
Manta right there under
Oh dear.
Putting the mouse up on its side. It doesn't look like the mouse can do anything about it either. It's
No.
got great wheels, it's got a great blade, but it can't get itself off its side. If it was upside down, it could have got away with it. But Manta pushes him
Yeah.
into the ever
Not looking
capable
good, is it,
hands
Andy?
of Sir Kill-A-Lot in that corner patrol zone, exactly where that mouse
Oh,
doesn't want
dear.
to be. The mouse is gonna be history, it looks like. Sir
Well,
Kill-A-Lot
it would need to.
bringing the mouse
No, it just needs a bit of a
around.
comeback,
Richard
Hyundai.
Hanold just shaking his head, knowing there's nothing he can do as the siren goes off, which means the pit's gonna
Oh, we might
open,
get some
but
fire.
first, it's a bit of mouse kebab.
It's a bit of mouse kebab.
Oh yeah, he burned up real good, crispy. I'd like mine medium rare, please. Yeah, ain't nothing Richard can do about
That's
it
on
either.
fire, right? No, there's some
Oh,
fire
looks like
there.
it's time for some Flip City here.
It's time for some Flip City.
Mouse in Robot Wars history. How many flips? 1, 2, over. He got back on his wheels. That means he's free. He's got a little bit of Lisa life there. The mouse comes back, flying, but back on his wheels again, which means it's time for a little more damage. Well, he wasn't immobilized. He just got pushed into the corner patrol zone, which is
Mate,
where he is now.
he was quite immobilized, wasn't he? I don't know what.
Dead Metal Manta comes crashing through. Look at the damage. It's time for another lawnmower for that mouse, because he's been mashed, he's been mutilated, he's been mangled.
No,
and
that
he's
is
looking
true.
precariously close to the pit.
I meant.
Manta can't quite get him in there, though. Oh, time for a little mouse against the grindstone.
What?
Not any damage there from the grinders, but look
That's
at
not even
the
a pun, is it?
damage on the
It's time for a little mice against the grindstone.
mechanism. Its history, his blade is bent. Look at that. Absolute carnage. Even some of his mouse skin is coming off. Well, that's not a surprise. Manta's still at it. Manta trying to do anything he can do to immobilize the mouse. Well, they spent their $6 million wisely, I think, on this mouse, because he's still going. Manta coming around the back.
I'd forgotten it cost $6 million. It's in the pit.
Mouse back in the hole.
Yeah. Do you know what? That is an awful. Do you know what? The most awful pun is one that isn't even a pun,
Between
right?
these two. It was non-stop to the very end, but there can be only one winner.
Yeah, I think he was going for
Winner is
mouse
Manta.
to the grindstone. Yeah.
Well, we've got ourselves a winner of the Civil War, Rebecca, but it didn't actually come down to North versus South, a reenactment of the War of Northern Aggression. Came down to South versus South, which pretty much resembled a couple of drunken rednecks in a good bar brawl. But we're going to look at both teams here. I gotta say, $6 million mouse, I guess Rebecca and I saw things differently. I thought you guys showed an awful lot of heart out there. She said you looked like a bunch of frightened field mice.
There's no way, man. We're still running. We took a big beating, but we drove off the stage.
Just too much manta for the $6 million mouse.
Yeah, it was like shooting pool out there.
Shooting pool out there? Man, they're dissing you guys. This guy talks tough, and unfortunately for you, he can back it up with the manta. Anything you'd like to add to General Lee's very strong words?
Yeah. Looked like a hole-in-one to me.
My goodness, things are getting
Looked
ugly.
like a hole-in-one to me.
The whole scene, Rebecca. We've had a tremendous time here, and let's hand the trophy to the Civil War Challenge.
I have to agree. I'd say that these are true soldiers of the South. Congratulations, boys.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, hole-in-one.
The winner of our Robot Wars Extreme Warriors Civil War Challenge.
Oh, that's it. They've won this. There you go. Right, okay. The new winner of the Civil War is Manta. Well done, Manta. Right, I'm going to take another break and then we'll come back. We'll watch another episode of Extreme back to the UK, and we will we'll see if you would have had to predict it Manta, Hondo. I think it's, did they say it's Plunderbird against Chrome a lot in this one? Then that'll be good. Actually, will it be? Well, okay, we'll find out. Okay, we'll go back to the new Be Right Back screen, and I'll be back in a minute.
It has a prototype cold fusion engine that's powerful enough to drag a loaded vehicle from a standing position to 6 miles an hour. It wields a diamond edge axe, delivering a blow of 500 kilograms per square centimetre. Shredding away at it, the blades are unstoppable as they rip. Oh no, the silo and the platform just crumbles away. The washing machine taking a 25-point battering rack. Come on, shove that robot off. It's shaped like a kind of the jaw snip. And that looks bad. Oh dear. What are the Perspex armour? Lets you see inside. Let's hope it holds. Waiting for an opportunity to get to the more. It has a heavy-duty torch cutter designed to blast molten metal and gas. That armour is of the Perspex variety. I think this could well be one of them. The catapult steaming into action as the unwary robot gets too close to that hook. Bye-bye, you're out. Its primary weapon is a lifting arm powered by a large bore pneumatic ram. Lighter than most, it can still lift up more like a spear than anything else. This low triangle body shape might cause a few problems. Are they going for the depth charges? Always a risk. That crane arm sure has a magnet. The anti-gravity switch is an interesting feature. If you want to try and fight it, has a large built-in flipper powered by twin pneumatic rams that can lift, and they are victorious! On they go into the next round. Its bite, much worse than its bark from the look of the Van de Graaff balls. Are the tank's blown! That's the end of damage to the car, worth 30 points as they get ready for some real action. It's tag match. There's no movement. Something's wrong. You don't want to head for drop zone destruction in the Robot Wars TV studio. Keep away from these turnstiles unless you want to be cast straight. And at the end of this Capture the Flag tournament, we have our standard bearer. Out pops the Streamek. Let's hope it works. Or the chainsaw blade missing. This robot certainly keeps our engineers in a job. The cruel jaws slowly but surely cutting into the metal with huge strength. And it's really not good enough, that turning scrap into scraps. No one can catch up here. Seems he's carrying the load. Bash and bump. The pincers getting out the punishment as the arena flipper activates. And there can only be one winner, while the rest are relegated to scrap. Its primary weapon is a petrol. It's armed with an electric pickaxe to dish out some... And into the pit go the remain. They've made robot pizza of themselves. Oh, not very clever really, was it? They've got to look out for the blasts of fire from those flame grills. They can do a surprise destruction. You don't want to fall in there. and off to the missile rack. They can really cause the Streamate, not getting them back over yet. It's like a bouncy castle down there. I don't think anyone will want to get in between these two. A high cuboid chassis type, quite popular, and all the bolts prevent it from falling apart. This is a game for the agile robots. You've really got to get a move on it. This is a robot not to... They can be proud of second place. Maybe they can go one better. Look at the scratches and slices. The chainsaw scarring as it... Tokyo champs!
Right,
Kings of the flag! And Arch, the team tell me this robot's been in
Harry.
heavy training for this Siberian tussle. Covered in Kevlar and titanium. Oh no!
There we go. There was a new mouse. Yeah, there was a new mouse. Do you know what? It wasn't as egregiously racist as I worried it might be. But it was an unwise concept. Right, okay, we've got a fresh bingo card. And we're ready to go back. Back to the UK. Right, don't visit that URL. Yeah, exactly, Andy. Yeah, I mean it didn't really factor in that much. Okay, we're getting a new episode. Okay, here we go. Right, here we go. Final episode of the night. Robot Wars Extreme. Who is the greatest showman? I think is what they said it was.
Welcome to Robot Wars Extreme. Tonight, the ultimate vengeance battle. Thunderbird against Acromalot.
Actually, let's get the protection going nice and early.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Master of Mayhem, Craig Chung.
This is Robot Wars Extreme, where being the best is just not good enough. To survive here, our robot needs to be stronger, more skillful, and more downright destructive than ever before. Tonight, there's big trouble brewing. So Cromalot are out to prove they're the biggest showmen in town. And Blunderbird, well, they've got something to say about it.
Just cross prepared bit straight out.
But their metal where their mouth is. The main event is a battle of the showmen in a vengeance battle.
Okay.
It's all about the antics off stage rather than the actions in the arena. Also on tonight's show, there's more tag team terror as Cerberus and Thermidor meet the Grease Monkeys from Something and Smidsy. Behemoth meet another pretender for their challenge belt. Can they keep the belt and go down in the annals of Robo history? Cataclysmic Variabot meets Panzer Wraith and Exterminator in our monstrous mayhem. And Chaos 2 faces up to a double challenge from two of our European cousins, Belgium and Holland, with their robots, Philippa and Alien Disruptor. And finally, the battle that's all about pomp and performance. It's our vengeance battle between Sir Cromalot and Blunderbird 5. And the Blunderbirds are in the pits with a mouthful of bloodiness for the Cromalot boys.
Prediction started.
Sir Cromalot have said they're the biggest showmen in Robot Wars.
Yeah? So where are they then?
I'll tell you where they are. They're at home. Scared. Scared of what we'll do to them.
Yeah, because if they turn up...
They'll get turned over.
This is a spectacle team, right?
Well, Sir Cromalot had better get here, because I reckon there's a right Royal Rumble in the making. But until they do, should we get stuck into some tag team terror?
Yeah, predictions out. I'd like to see some big points wagered on this. Presumably very bad fight. I'll be honest, Hundo, we've had this conversation before. I can't remember what the ruling was.
Craig, this for a place in the tag team semi-final.
Cerberus and Thermidor.
Cerberus and Thermidor against the Grease Monkeys of Smidsy and the Something Boys.
Yeah, I want to see some really big points on this. In many ways, completely meaningless and almost definitely going to be quite a bad fight.
We've seen these robots before in the war, something proud of their low-tech grunge image, but look at the action, look at the power.
You're all
Their
in.
teammate here, Smidsy, have always lacked control. They've had signal problems.
Josie's all in, okay.
Torched and very rarely getting far. in Robot Wars in the past. Cerberus
Don't know if it's clear, Hondo. I don't know.
failed to perform though, failed to deliver. But look at their teammate, already in Robot Wars Extreme. Thermidor with the power to toss back.
Yeah, Thermidor was looking good last episode,
They're the
right?
stars of this tag team contest.
Well, Jonathan, I'm in the pits with the first tag team pairing. It's Cerberus, the dog from where?
From hell.
From hell. And Thermidor. You're an unusual pairing. How did you get together?
We met in the Third War. We've been good friends ever since.
Did you think your robots would complement each other in this particular event?
We will, yeah, definitely.
Cerberus.
Thermidor's got a
What do you
hat.
think of your opponents? Have you
Thermidor has
checked
a
them out?
face as
Yeah,
well.
we went to have a look. Their machines are so dirty, they're all covered in grease, and it's like, it's quite horrible, really.
So what are you
They
going
need
to
a
do to
good
them?
smashing and cleaning up. We'll take them all to pieces, and then we'll clean the parts individually and give it back to them in little pieces.
That's right,
Well, that is
Caroline,
telling
yeah.
them, isn't it? This is going to be a fight from hell. Well, I'm here with Something and Smidzy, and I don't want to worry you too much at this stage, but your opponents are calling you a bunch of greasy, grimy, dirty no-hopers.
What?
How do you feel
Look
about
at
that?
the Smidzy guy's shots.
We've got a fair complement of weaponry between us.
Is it just in his
Horizontal blades,
pants?
vertical blades, stabbing spikes, wedges, lifting bits,
You've got the
speed,
works.
aggression and power.
Are you as confident as your team members?
No problem at all. We're just hoping that they'll run a fair fight, that they won't cheat on us. Because we've got everything we need
That's
here
right.
to beat them fair and square and just put them into the ground. No problem at all.
Well, they have got
Crushing
the oil.
jaws of
They've
doom.
got the lobster. This could be a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, phone on belt is absolutely amusing in the 90s.
A metal dinosaur dog
Oh,
with
also
crushing jaws,
definitely a
slashing
robot
claws
with a
and
face
ramming
there.
tail, 24-volt driven top speeds of 18 miles an hour. named
Debatable
after
whether
the beast
Cerberus
that
has a face. I think maybe it does, but Thermidor absolutely does. Oh,
I'm Theo, this is Alex,
Hi,
this
Theo.
is Bass. This beast is Cerberus, and he's ready to tear the opposition to pieces. We are the most dangerous machine. We are so dangerous, they keep us in a cage.
what? Thermidor's got a hat.
From Costasy, Norwich.
Does this count as
Thermidor 2.
Does this count as matching outfits? Because the robot also has the hat.
With full gas pressure, a zero turning circle, top speeds of 15 miles an hour, a series semi-finalist last time out.
We're Team Lobster, my name's Dave, this is Ian, this is our robot Thermidor 2. We're angry, we're ready for a fight, keep out of our way.
Why is he angry?
From cyberspace, Smidzy.
From
The wheels
cyberspace?
come from go-karts, the jaws operated by
Yeah, I think that
electric
is. But I am
actuators.
going to
They've had
give.
radio
I am
signal
going to give
problems in the
lads
past. Sorry,
just
mate,
for
I didn't
that.
see you. No, sorry,
Okay,
mate, I
I'm
didn't
gonna redraw
signal
the
you.
line because that was bad.
SMIDSY.
I'm gonna redraw the
I'm
line.
Mike, captain of Team Ixion. This is Andy on weapons, Robin the driver. This is Smidzy.
That's right.
We've always been tenacious. This year we've got more bite. We're going to smash them up in the ring, leave them to sweep up the pieces.
From Leicester, Something.
A classic, crusty, gorgeous, grungy, greasy bot built for brawling with loving tender care. Two swords replace the axe from previous wars. Is it something and nothing now?
We're Team Tetanus, I'm Dig, this is Jeff, this is Paul. Paul's replacing Johnny, because Johnny's lost. Paul, however, has been drafted in to help create the awesome twin discs of death.
Twin disc of death. Of course, it's Dig. Love Dig.
So, Smidzy with the low centre of gravity, and something likewise also. The controls of Smidzy, Robin Bennett, there on the right.
Don't think he said twin
Digger,
dicks of
controls
death.
of something. Cerberus with the crushing beak. Its formidable tag teammate Thermidor with the claws and the lifting ram.
What do you mean, Nando?
Controls
Did
of
you mean
Cerberus.
twin dicks of
Bass,
dicks?
Ian Harvey driving Thermidor. And also up against them, our house robots. Bash with the long-range flame.
Yeah,
of fortune.
you're right. Dig is very swampy,
With the
isn't it?
power bulldozer
Dicks,
and the
dicks,
tiny
dicks, dicks,
cats as
dicks.
well.
Sorry, you meant dicks, yeah. Yeah, D.
So Smidzy starting off against
Right,
Cerberus.
okay.
Don't forget, the other robots cannot come into the arena unless one of these
Right,
two.
you want to get Thermidor in here, right?
Cerberus
Thermidor's
pushing
the...
Smidzy. find that difficult at the moment.
The best
Smitsy's
guy
just
here, right.
digging in. Robin Bennett, the robot driver, computer programmer.
I think Cerberus looks nice, but
At the back there, a 10
I mean,
kilo disc running
what
at
are its
2,500.
weapons?
Oh,
Oh, it's got a little
look at that.
disc.
And shredding into the side of Cerberus.
Yeah.
Where they're going here, though, they're
Oh,
busting
oh.
against their teammate something. Now, I wonder whether or not Smitsy is already having control.
Oh, okay, yeah.
On the attack on Cerberus. Cerberus moving away.
Yeah,
Smitsy
doing a
here.
big
That's a long,
swampy
long
vibe.
run. That's too
Oh,
long. That's
oh
suspiciously
no.
long.
Oh dear. That is suspiciously long.
Smitsy are in trouble, which is why something have come out. They weren't technically tagged.
Thermidor's still got his hat on.
And of course that is allowed now. Both Cerberus and Thermidor to come into the ring. We've got Mayhem. And something is flicked
Oh,
by
that,
Thermidor. They
that
spiked themselves. Something spiked onto
it's
the
so
arena
bad,
floor,
isn't
which
it?
means they get
Something.
no drive whatsoever. They're going nowhere.
I'd like it to be. I'd like it to be good, but it just breaks itself whenever it's slightly nudged.
Something is spiked onto the arena floor. We know that Smitsy's all in trouble already, and they're out of it. Something gone, Smitsy gone. Leaving.
I'm very tempted to give Thermidor matching outfits because the robot has the hat on as well.
And onto the floor flipper. And they're about to be counted out as well.
I know it's just general Robot Wars merch.
And Shunt and Bash, of course, can now come in and wreak havoc. Look at that. This is Shunt with a diamond edge axe.
Yeah, Shunt's putting the accent out.
Let's have a go at the underbelly now. The House Robots. Bang! A dent.
Bang, yeah.
To be fair, the underbelly held firm. They're out though, of course, long gone.
That was almost a fluke win because it did. It did sort of break on its own. They didn't do a lot, but I think I don't think it was a real. It was a full fluke.
Over the gates of hellish torture, and down goes Smitty.
The gates of hellish torture. It's a hole.
Something happened to something.
Not a particularly deep hole.
Thermidor and Cerberus, they go through. Right here, guys. Right here. You know, you're not supposed to be in the arena at the same time for the start. And you guys were breaking all the rules. What happened to your robot?
Well, we got this slight problem.
Really? Design flaw, really, isn't it?
It is, yes, this is indeed a design flaw. Well, normally, you see, most people have a self-writing device, and we merely have flip-resistant ointment.
Yeah, but then again, you go and take on a house robot, and look what happens. I'd like you very much, he just put you in the pit.
I'd like to claim I was in control, but the radio interference is doing it all for me.
Never mind, guys, let's hear it. Let's hear it. Something in Schmidzy. Oh, we've done him! We've done him! It was quite easy, really.
It was a
well, you know, our robots are both superb.
Yeah.
You know, he flips, we buy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they brought their handbags?
They brought their handbags and they lost them. They lost them to dance around and everything.
Well, did you enjoy that, though?
Oh, we really did. It was really quite interesting.
It was just bullying, really, though, wasn't it?
Well, no bullying. I mean, those boys, they give us a good slap on the tail.
I know, but, oh, yeah, they did give you a bit of a slap.
They give us a good slap on the tail. We tried to bite them, but something went hideously wrong. And
Oh yeah, I mean.
Anyway, we'll have to look into that later, folks.
Okay, let's try and raise the
Oh,
roof
there was some sexism, yeah.
And Thermidor too!
Yeah, he got too excited, didn't he? He was
Cerberus and
sexist.
Thermidor join Diotor and Megamore,
That's a
Kamagetrix
shame.
and Spawn again as tag team semi-finalists. Only one place left to fill. More tag team terror later in the series. Sir Chromalot involved, I can tell you.
Oh, good.
Well, we were going to crack on with the next battle, but apparently Sir Chromalot are now making their entrance.
Oh, I bet this is
Sounds of
just
it,
a spontaneous
they weren't
bit.
joking about being the best showmen.
Yeah,
I've just heard that the Sir Chromalot team are coming.
I'm pre-crossing off pre-prepared bit, and I'm happy to undo if I'm.
See the Chromalot boys have brought all their fans with them.
They ain't got that many. Must be family.
What's this music as well?
Parking.
You ain't staying long.
You call that an entrance?
Plunder girls, we call this an entrance.
Yeah, pre. I'm getting the tunes. Didn't like that camera shot.
Put the plunder girls to the test. Put the plunder girls
Yeah, that's also
It's about time you pair of girlies got yourself a decent hard
that's
image.
sexist as well. Okay, yeah, we're really getting a few lines in the old sexism box there. Yeah, I don't have that box.
Battle Royale, would you reckon, Craig?
Was that a Bechdel pass? Well, yeah, I mean they were speaking women, right?
Hey, I'm talking about bringing it on. Let's bring on Team Tornado. They've got a message for Behemoth, because Behemoth has held the challenge belt for quite a while.
Oh, hang on, the proof of her bits are merging into each other.
Have found the bottle.
Okay, there's a few more.
Craig Behemoth, the current
This needs a few more lines as well.
of the challenge belt given to them by WAR, the World Association of
Yeah,
Robotics.
it
They've
wasn't
had two
passed,
challenges.
yeah.
Steel Avenger didn't really put up much of a fight. They were clumped.
Yeah,
and then they were dumped. And veritably thumped. Next up, Stinger. Brilliant driving here by the Behemoth team. Clutching
that
the
was
Stinger
good driving,
between
to be
scoop and
fair.
axe, dragging it to the pit of doom.
You
Finished
are,
off
Harry,
the job
yeah.
with aplomb. One more victory for Behemoth, and they keep the challenge belt for all time. But now Tornado want to have their say. Back to you, Craig.
Lads, as I said, you've got the bottle. Have you got a message for Behemoth?
Yeah, we're going to beat them. We're not letting any P60s building site plant beat us.
Oh, that is fighting talk.
They're getting too big for their boots, but they're not too big for that belt, but only just.
Oh, you want that belt? You want that belt, don't you?
We definitely do, yeah. It's going to look much better on us, I think.
Oh, come on then. Let's get ready to riot. Audience,
It was controversial.
do you think Behemoth should take on Tornado?
Oh, I mean, yeah, you were absolutely right. We've definitely had some match about this. Also, they might be spectacled, but I can't remember whether we counted their sunglasses.
Well, I'm here with Behemoth. Do you accept Tornado's challenge?
We do indeed accept the challenge.
Okay, you've had 2 fights to keep the belt so far. This is your 3rd fight. If you win this, it's yours for good. Do you think you're up to it?
Of course we are. It's going to be a breeze in the park.
So they're not tough
It's
on
going
position, you
to-
don't think?
Not at all. This belt is ours. We're going to prove it. We're going to keep it.
It's going to be a breeze in the park. It's a breeze. It's going to be a breeze in the park.
From Hemel Hempstead in Hertfordshire, Behemoth.
Yeah,
Very difficult to beat. Heavy at 95 kilos, 15 kilos heavier than in the last series. Difficult to knock over. The shell's titanium. The pneumatic scoop can lift
Yeah,
300
they are
kilos.
fully grown babies.
From Huntingdon, Tornado.
They have the bottle. They have a 15-kilo spinning disc at 2,000 RPM. At 97
Okay,
kilos, they're the
exactly.
heavier here, quicker too. Runs both ways up. But will the Tornado run away?
Oh, was it? Oh, hang on. Sorry. That's a pun. That's a really bad pun. Because breeze was a pun on tornado, right?
At the controls, and then
He's meant that as a pun.
And Tornado,
But it's like
Andrew Marsh
it's like a
is the
4D
robot
chess
driver.
pun that doesn't work.
Brian Moss on the left, David Gamble on the right, and the house robots, Dead Metal. What a
I think
nasty,
so.
vicious
I think
kick
he
she'll
meant.
give you. And Matilda,
I think it
all
was
teeth,
the
tusks, and
breeze was to
breath.
do with tornado. You think it was a lucky coincidence? Either way, it was awful.
Tornado, very quick across the arena there.
Okay, but this is going to be tough for Behemoth, right?
Near that scoop and the axe that could gun down. But look at this
Go
power
him.
of Tornado
Go
then.
him.
Whipping up 10-mile-an-hour top speeds, 97 kilos behind the shunt.
Behemoth. Forgotten how
Behemoth
to say
side to
it.
side. And again withstanding that
Oh.
frontal assault. That bucket scoop, the titanium bucket scoop, can withstand just about anything.
Tornado's
We've
quick.
seen
Oh, it's gone over.
on its side
It's
here.
wobbled
This is
over.
the pushing power of Tornado. Very low centre of gravity Tornado. They're very difficult to get hold of. And Behemoth here, the challenge belt holders are in real trouble. They've had 2 victories. One more were given the belt outright. But they are struggling here and struggling badly there. Anthony Pritchard, his brother Michael, and Kane Aston in the controls.
Oh no, it's
All sorts of
fucked.
problems here. They're against the side axle
Oh
grinder
dear.
on the side of the arena. And they know they have problems, the Pritchard boys. In comes a red bot for a cursory glance to see whether they're immobilised.
Ah, what's Red
Get it on
Bot
the rear
doing?
floor to see if they are immobilised.
Oh yeah.
Do
Doesn't
that.
matter, does it?
And no, they're not. Tornado. And the scoop is lifted.
Oh, it's
Comes down eventually. I thought there they might have had problems with the scoop Behemoth. But Tornado doing all the work here. Pushing and shoving. They can't get too much damage.
Yeah, I think they did.
It is now they're upended, but of course they can run each way up. It's invertible. Is Tornado. What a great battle this is.
What a
One
great
of the best
battle.
we've seen in Extreme so far. Behemoth nudging, and they're going to try.
Well, this feels controversial to me if they do. Oh no.
Oh!
What?
With that hugely damaging flywheel, and Tornado gets out.
Yeah, it's Steel Avenger, wasn't
And
it?
again can slam Behemoth into the side. This is great stuff.
This is great stuff.
In comes Behemoth again. Front head-on collision. Tornado pushes him away. And Behemoth there, driving into the pit release tyre.
Probably not
The pit
doing
release,
it.
and they're confident now that they can push Tornado down into the hole. We'll wait and see. Onto the flame pit.
And they
Behemoth
push
over
them
that
down
flame
into
pit
the
now.
hole.
Behemoth, I'm off. Too near the flames. Get out of there. I'm pushing Tornado away. Tornado, look at that for traction on the arena floor. Oh, this is a brilliant tug of war.
Brilliant
It's
tug of
Tornado
war.
and Behemoth head to head.
Well, it wasn't a breeze in the park, was it?
That was close. Very.
Well, a challenge is what they wanted, and a challenge is what they got. It doesn't get more extreme than that. Both robots still mobile. We're going to have to go to the judges.
Wow, Craig, I'm breathless. Both robots had their periods on top. Tornado especially early on with the drive and again against the arena axle grinders. But then look at this. Behemoth flipped Tornado. That was its best spell. A couple of very good attacks, and then Tornado came strong at the end. Slamming, hopping and bopping Behemoth, but there was no stopping Tornado. Which way does it go?
Could be Josie, yeah.
Great finish by Tornado.
Well, the judges have made their decision. You know the criteria. Look at style, control, damage and aggression.
Yeah.
Bit of an upset here. They've gone for Tornado.
Oh!
Here's your belt, lads. They seem to come out with a lot more power than you. They are bashing you and bashing you and bashing you.
Yeah.
You only seem to flip them over once.
Yeah.
And flip them over
Grumpy
when the robot works
child.
both ways doesn't really help anyway, does it?
No, that's the problem with their robot. We seem to have lost pressure on the lifter, so...
He successfully defended it twice. He couldn't get that third one, you know.
It's well earned.
Is it well earned?
Yeah.
Gracious, gallant losers. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Behemoth!
Gallant losers. They definitely care too much, don't they? They're genuinely upset.
You know, that could be cursed.
Yes.
Yeah. Because you know a load of big bad robots are going to be coming at you saying they want that.
They can come and try. We'll give them our best shot.
Any messages to any new challengers?
Just bring it on.
Bring it on! This is what we like! This is Robot Wars Extreme! This is Team Tornado!
Well done, Tornado.
Well, it's been noisy so far, but that's just the beginning. Because we've been building up to Plunderbird versus Sir Chromalot in the Battle of the Showmen. Plunderbird have been giving it all of that. But are Sir Chromalot shaken or scared?
Oh, good. I'm glad.
The thing about Plunder Girls is they've got no style.
They dress like teenagers and they cry like babies.
Their songs are pathetic, just like their robot.
So, boys, make way for the professionals. All right.
And if you don't watch that mouth, you're going to get yourself in serious trouble. Chromalot's in town.
There's some lads.
Man, is that going to be the vengeance battle from hell? But till then, call me a sadist, but I fancy a mayhem. Are you with me?
I don't need to call him a sadist.
Let's kick some botty.
Kick some botty? Anyone want to kick some botty?
Mash it up, Mechanical Mayhem. Just one of these survives for all.
Oh no!
Will it be Cataclysmic Variabot, Exterminator, or Panzer Race?
It's Panzer.
From Belmont in Hereford, Exterminator.
Could be a different Panzer team, to be fair. Could be a different robot named after it. We'll see. We'll see.
Weight this series, 99 kilos, partly down to that 37 kilo axe and base editions, top speeds of 18 miles an hour.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right, Jason.
The the rubber tracks have steel inserts. This will need steel.
No Crom on the named on the team,
RPM
unfortunately.
disc cutter though can cause mayhem.
From Milton Keynes, Cataclysmic Variant.
Yeah, good.
2 wheels, 2 casters. Will they be strong enough? 2 wheelchair motors.
Can I cross something racist off just for naming a robot after a Nazi tank?
Roboteers, stand by.
Yeah, same team.
So, Panzer Wraith. Look at that spinning disc, modified at the back, and there's Big Exterminator as well. In the control pod, together there. Marlon Pritchard, the driver of Exterminator. Young Michael Davis of the Panic Attack.
Oh, that's the Panic Attack
Jones
guy.
riding Panzer Wraith.
Well, the child. Oh, is that a child soldier then?
And Cataclysmic Variabot. Chris Brockwell at the controls, John Barker and Lisa Blake between the two. And how many times have we seen Shunt powering and pushing? Or Dead Metal, clawing, ripping, destroying.
Yeah. That's a new addition for the
robots to avoid. They've got themselves also bashing and crashing in that arena. Only one survives to go through to the Annihilator. Exterminator at this moment in time is pressing Cataclysmic Variabot in towards the house robots. There's the rubber tracks of Panzer Wraith. A little bit like Sakililot actually, with the steel inserts. You could just see them gleaming. Exterminator
It's
backs
not really
away.
like Sakililot, is
An
it?
attack at top speeds of 18 miles an hour, a little bit slower, but look at the damage already caused to Cataclysmic Variabot there. Can you see the metal is just ripped on the top corner as the Cataclysmic Variabot spins again, and this time does nudge Exterminator. And look at the tank-like Panzer Wraith clambering up piggyback style on top. Rubber track with a large idler at the front to allow the petrol disc cutter to be completely enclosed. There you can see the disc cutter, but won't do any damage like that. Exterminator, that was a good attack, but Shunt comes out. There you can see on the back of Shunt the diamond tip axe. There's the Panzer again. Bashing with Exterminator. What is the Variabot doing at this moment in time?
Not a lot, is it?
Standing idle or standing immobile? That's the big question. I think they've gone. Maybe it was the damage I was telling you about.
Yeah, what exactly?
That's the active Exterminator straight down through the tracks. But Panzer Wraith, that is the danger, the risk of having a tracked robot. And just getting away.
Yes. I think it did. It wasn't very good, Harry, was it?
The Variabot is being counted out by Redbot there. And the crowd count along. 8, 9.
Right, everyone's counting.
Counted out. Cataclysmic Variabot. Exterminator slams against the pit release button. How many of those tracks are working on Panzer Wraith?
How many of those tracks? I think 2.
Track is working. Then Exterminator has this battle. I think that's the case. I think Panzer Wraith has stopped, and I think Exterminator push. There's no traction left there. They've gone. Exterminator have won the mayhem, and they're through to the Annihilator, and in convincing style as well, I would say. Marlon Pritchard helped out by Michael Davis. That's the end of the Variabot. Look at this.
Move there, to be fair.
Way! Oh dear! It's coming smashing off as well. That's smashing entertainment for us. Exterminator wants a little bit more, and also Shunt with the axe. Look at this. Bang! Already holes made and more, and they're going in the pit as well. It's too late now for Panzer Wraith tracks to be turning. It's too late. It's all over for you. Very well done, Exterminator.
Well, Panzer Wraith and Cataclysmic Variabot, thanks for that one, consigned to the pit of oblivion. Exterminator 2, they go through!
Yeah. Rick John Maxwell.
Stolen from Panic Attack.
Yeah, so bringer of the team, he done well, didn't he?
He did do well. Through to an Annihilator now.
Yeah, great fun.
That's 6 robots all the way down to 1. Last man standing goes through.
Yeah.
What do you think about something like that, then?
Be great fun.
It'll be good fun.
Let us in there. We're going to hit some holes in some stuff.
Hey, do you think you're in with a chance?
Who knows?
Who knows, but you're going to go for it anyway.
That's right.
Let's hear it. These are Exterminator 2.
So, Exterminator joins our other Mayhem winners and fills the last position in our first Annihilator coming up in our next programme. But now, Jules is in the pit
He
with
was
two of our
nice, yeah.
continental cousins who've built machines to take on the best of the very best, the reigning champion, Chaos 2!
Welcome. Where are you from?
We're from Holland, and this is our robot, Alien Destructor.
Alien Destructor.
It's Alien Destructor.
Where are you from?
We're from Belgium with our robot Philipper.
Okay, so we have a Lowlands pairing. Now, why did you choose Chaos 2 of all the robots to fight against?
It's the most
What's
famous
this design?
robot there is.
Yeah.
Look at this
it's
shirt.
the ultimate test for our robot.
Okay, and you've quite cleverly decided to do this as a 2-on-1. Why?
Yeah, I think one against Chaos is impossible. So we're gonna bang it against the wall. If we fail, okay. We love flying.
You will see it fly, trust me.
I think so.
And what about you? What are you planning to do?
We want to show off our self-riding.
I think it's also a bit more sexism.
Now's your chance.
Yeah.
Good luck, teams. Let's see you in that
Oh,
war
there was a
zone. speaking
speaking woman there. Oh, was that? Sorry, I was so distracted by the horrible shirt. Did that woman just talk to Julia about something that wasn't a man?
Taking up the challenge of 2 against 1. The
Do I
winner
need
of
to go
Series
back and
4, the
review?
winners of Series 3.
Hang on.
Bigger rams than before.
Oh.
See it fly, trust me.
Okay, here we go.
And what about you? What are you planning to do?
We want to show off our self-riding mechanism.
Okay, now's your chance.
Yeah.
Good luck, teams. Let's see you in that war zone.
It was about the self-righting mechanism. That's not a man, is it?
Bradford, Ipswich, Chaos 2.
Taking up the challenge of 2 against 1.
Perfect.
The winner of Series 4, the winners of Series 3. Bigger rams than before. They kick harder. The flipper has more push and power. Truly chaotic.
From Holland.
You're probably right.
They say the top has the shape of a woman's back. Strange woman. The
Look,
tail's
Harry,
made of spring
let's
steel
not
blades with a
let's
harpoon
not
point
discourage
inspired by
Gomalon
the
from
film
learning
Alien.
that gender isn't necessarily binary.
From Belgium, Philippa.
Looks like a beastly silver fish with a lifting nose and tail. 24 volts give the power, just under the 100 kilo weight limit.
Philippa, is that a pun? Is that a pun on Flipper and Philippa?
Roboteers, stand by.
Right, so what's this? So it's Belgium and Holland against Chaos 2.
From Holland.
Yeah, is that where Philippa's gone?
From Belgium.
Oh, well, we've got a few seconds left, so anyone wants to get in on the channel points prediction. It's going to be Plunderbird versus Chromalot in the final. In
George Francis, the reigning
the
British
Geigerbot, yeah.
And of course they competed against
Shame
two
about
house
those
robots, Shunt with the piercing axe and the bulldozer ram, and Dead Metal with the scorpion pincers.
Green.
The red clock shows the green light.
I think Chaos has still got a good chance here. Oh!
Tosses 99.9 kilos straight into the air. Alien Destructor spinning in the background. Philippa comes back on the attack. Chaos 2 looking to raise that CO2 powered pneumatic flipper, and again taking on Philippa. Taking on one at a time here. Chaos 2, great frontal assault. Look
Yeah,
at
why
that
is the
for
other
power.
guy, he's just wandered
The
off?
silverfish goes swimming in the big pool of Robot Wars Extreme against the big fish. Chaos 2, a shark amongst robots. But the Alien Destructor is a reminder of what the Netherlands can do. There goes Philippa. And also the Alien Destructor, which can run either way up. Bottom has the same shape as a skeleton. What's Dead Metal doing in there? Shouldn't really come in at that stage, I wouldn't have thought.
What's Dead Metal doing there?
Chaos 2 being nudged around by Philippa. Maybe Dead Metal there is just saying, hang on, 2 against 1, I'll even up the score. But George Francis and Chaos 2, I don't think will probably need any help. There goes Philippa. Look at the great gash underneath there in Philippa.
Yeah, it's a good point. It's petrol. It's got a petrol engine, right? It must just be well protected. And that got, this one's quite fast.
Great steam vent, that's Philippa turned turtle. bent and crumpled. Alien Destructor seems almost welded on there. Philippa, well, that's what Nancy Poppe wanted to show. The Sremek, the self-riding mechanism, but the ref body's counting out here.
Yeah, that is a shame. She was keen to show off the self-riding mechanism, and I mean that's a shame, isn't it?
And away and out of this international crunch match, leaving just the Alien
An international
Destructor.
crunch match.
And Philippa to be destroyed. But for me, Chaos.
Yeah, George does normally have a team. Hondo, but I guess there's so many fights in this series.
Alien Destructor and Chaos 2 going to the judges. Hey, let's see some highlights.
Well, Chaos 2 flipping Philippa and the Alien Destructor and gaining points for aggression, style control and damage caused, of course. And again, the Alien went over. That's why I give it to Chaos 2. Look, power on the
Imagine if this doesn't go to Chaos 2.
Well, the judges have made their decision. And they've gone for Chaos 2! Well, you wanted to have a go because Chaos 2 is probably Britain's most favourite robot.
Britain's most favourite robot?
Yes. Do you enjoy it?
Yes.
When you're in there against him, he's fairly scary, isn't he?
Yes.
Powerful flipper. You're not wrong. How did you think you'd cope with it? What were your tactics? And how come you lost?
My tactics.
Yeah, BMFR on the chat. Britain's most famous robot.
Yeah, I lost because he has much more experience.
It's true.
It's true.
He's a very experienced roboteer.
Yes.
2 times UK champion. Do you enjoy that?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. I love the mess. I love everything.
The carnage.
It's beautiful.
The chaos.
Yeah.
The destruction.
That's what we expected. And we got it.
You certainly
Great
did.
experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause for our Dutch and Belgian roboteers. George.
Great fight, really great. A great bunch, they really are.
They're catching up with us.
Next year, maybe.
I tell you, it'll be like the World Cup soon, the European Cup. We'll be losing everything. I can tell it. I can tell. Ladies and gentlemen, please, George Francis and the awesome, the mighty Chaos 2.
Was that racist? It's kind of British exceptionalism. I don't know if that counts as racism.
Well, what a night. And the great news is it's not over
Hello,
yet.
Ed.
Because there's still unfinished business between Plunderbed and Sir
We're
Chromalot.
watching Robot
Do you want to
Wars.
see
It was a
them
bit
fight?
Brexity, wasn't it?
Well, you won it. You got it.
Oh, I think it's just in time for the main event. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what's. I often don't know what's happening in these.
Well, Craig, if the crowd want it, they are not going to be disappointed. It's seconds before this ancient grudge is settled.
Ancient
and at this stage,
grudge.
teams, does anyone want to back out?
You have got to be joking. Against the girls? No way.
Team?
Well, if they want to put
Saying
that
that,
piece of
there's no
junk back
box
in the
left
skip
to
where they
cross.
found it, we won't bother, we'll just go home.
Can I just ask, where did you get the robot from? Was it a Christmas cracker?
All right, guys, hang on a minute. Steve, I hear you've got a presentation to
We
make.
have
What's
actually.
that about?
Here you go, Steve. Thank you, Ray. We like to present this to you, Plunder
Oh,
Girls, because
no.
in our opinion...
What the hell is this? Right, this is going back
Also
in the
a pretty
skip
bad bet.
where the robot came from, and we might just put this somewhere vital.
Ancient grudges die hard, and this is going to be messy.
Yeah, I can't remember what our ruling was before, JC.
But Jonathan, they're fighting with 2 very temperamental robots, aren't they?
Certainly, lads.
Well,
Certainly,
she's
lads.
temperamental, or the robot is. Steve Merrill's Sir Chromalot is lighter, has the
Yeah,
flipper.
right, I'm getting
Plunderbird
it.
5 has the claw.
Gives us a line.
Glamour.
There we go.
Gore. Plunderbird for me.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. And may the best showman win.
I think
For
that's.
the first team who reckon they're just that. Show some
We
respect.
did see
for Sir
JP. Yeah.
From South Auckland in Essex, Sir Chromalot.
Right. Okay. Awesome. Look at the word art.
Wheel hub with a gas powered
Look at the
flipper and
word
drills,
art
they
on it.
say. We've seen them before. Drills, frills from the boys of
Can I get a
Essex.
robot was in Britain? Shout out Jay Porridge.
Hi, we're Team Sir Chromalot. I'm
I'm
Steve,
not sure
and this
if
is
I
Ray
have.
the Plug. This is Sir Chromalot. We're back
We're better than ever.
The
We've
word
got a
art is
gas-powered
good.
lifter this time, so watch out.
Don't mess with us.
And hoping to show them who's
Everyone,
boss.
everyone point.
The noisiest bot on the block. Give it up for Plunderbird 5!
From Alton in Hampshire, Plunderbird 5.
Okay. Hopefully there's lots of points riding on
fast,
this.
powerful track robot with a hydraulic slicing claw, jaw and lifter. And they say there are self-righting sidewinder missiles too. Yeah, they say.
As you well know, we are the Plunderbird Boys. This is a new robot for a new fight, but it's the same attitude.
Oh, good.
Roboteers, stand by.
So much hype. Plunderbird with the excellent Mike Onslow and Brian Kilburn there with a thumbs up. And Sir Chromalot, what is that on top of that? Ridiculous. Steve Merrill and Ray Tate. He looks frightening. And the house
Right,
robots
here we
involved
go.
in this vengeance battle.
It really,
So, no doubt
it
one of
really
these
is
boy
Harry,
bands
isn't
will
it?
be drummed out by him. And Sergeant Bash, go on, give him a lick of Flame Boy.
Okay, here we go. Good luck, everyone.
Bits of your screen. So Chromalot down there at the bottom.
This Plunderbird one is
And
quite
nothing more
fast,
than
to be
that.
fair.
Plunderbird with the slicing arm. So Chromalot with the lifting fork. Then I get this might even go to the judges. I wouldn't like to be a judge if it did go to them,
Somebody's
mind
fallen
you,
off, eh?
because they have minders. Just to make sure the boys who came with the Chromalot team make sure
What's
the marking's
this?
correct. Don't be intimidated, boys. We've got Killalot we can send in. There's Plunderbird. A little thrust against the Chromalot. And once again, boys, you're all talking
That
no
is good
trousers
bet.
because we've not seen too much action.
Oh, there you go.
Plunderbird,
No.
getting in underneath Chromalot.
I was
To
going
be
to
fair to them,
attack
these are
Bash.
two of the best sporting teams we've ever had in Robot Wars, and they've come to extreme to cause fun. Looks like a great teapot out there, a silver
Oh,
teapot.
has it got its
for
thing?
Chromalot.
No.
Backing away, and Plunderbird.
I don't think that
showing great
claws
driving
ever
skill. I'm
worked
sure they're impressed.
on Plunderbirds.
Totally missed Sir Chromalot and just about everything else on the attack. Plunderbird. Are they shaking their head as if to say, "Are we going to get out of here? Are we going to get out all right?"
Oh.
Plunderbird is clawed on to
Oh.
Sir Chromalot there,
Yeah,
and he's
this is-
holding on with the hydraulic slicing claw jaw. It's a
Very
two-part
possibly,
lifted
Jesse,
jaw.
yeah.
Oh, is that the sound of the arena siren? I think it is. And one of the house
Oh.
robots is so
Oh.
it's press the pitch release button.
Oh.
And both of them are on the edge. And it's Plunderbird that are going to go. Well, they came full of boasts and hype. But it's Sir Chromalot who have stolen their Plunderbird.
Yeah, I was thinking that, Harry.
Steve Merrill and Ray Tate are victorious against those two they called the Plunder Girls.
Is that a fluke?
Well, that was a vengeance battle to see who were the biggest showmen on Robot Wars. Plunderbird committed suicide. The winners are Sir Chromalot. Come out, lads. Come out, Plunderbird.
Just a minute. Little bit of hanky-panky. It might be a new robot. It's a little bit twitchy. And it was a complete accident it went in the pit.
You drove it into the pits, man.
I didn't drive it in the pits. Well, okay,
Yeah,
it's in the pits. But that
Plunderbirds.
other piece of junk belongs in the skip as well.
Right. Yeah. Can I just say
Yeah, I
something?
think-
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that Sir Chromalot is £5,000. Plunder Girls is probably £5.
Plunder Girls. Plunder Girls, he said.
They are the Plunder Girls.
If it would have gone to the judges, he would have been disqualified for intimidation, though, with those security guys hovering around there.
No, that was there just in case, Craig, if there was a split decision, they was going to convince the judges.
Well, all I can say is it's still a bit up in the air because they did sort of commit suicide, really, and you didn't really beat them. They beat themselves.
Anytime you want to come back, not a problem.
Don't think so. 10 minutes, do you? We'll be back.
They've laid down the gauntlet, lads. They've
Not
laid
a
down the
problem at
gauntlet.
all.
This might not be the end of it.
No,
But for
it's
now,
not a
please,
gauntlet, is it?
go hell for leather for Sir Chromalot.
Yeah, let them fight.
Well, Chromalot won, which means they're officially the best showman on Robot Wars. And Plunderbird can't sing. But there's one thing I'm not, and that's big and bad and mean. So Plunderbird can
What's
sing
this?
us out.
Oh, oh, good.
Extreme. Take it away, boys.
Oh, it took 6 months to build it. When we got there, it won't go. Now we've got to fix it 5 minutes before the show. And you've got to stream it, of course.
We all love our robots. They're shiny and they're clean.
But when they're in the arena, they're nothing and they're mean.
Think it might be squeeze, yeah. The replay just
We're all nice and friendly when we're in the pits, but when we're in the arena, we smash each other to bits.
Have you got to stream it?
Of course we have.
Amazing.
Next time on
It's
Robot Wars
amazing.
Extreme, the first of our annihilators. Our 6 Mayhem winners fighting together until one is left standing. It's brutal. It's annihilation.
Okay, Annihilation next week. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is the big Hollywood perfect day. Right, lovely.